You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. If I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, what up, brethren? My boy Dub in the building. Y'all know what time it is, man. The doctor's in the house. Back again for the second stream, man. Let's get right, man. Y'all know how we do, man. Yeah, sir, ski. Fix this real quick, man. Dub, what, tell me something good, man. What's poppin' with you, bro? The doctor's in the house. Oh, man. MJ, what's good? Michael Jordan in the building. Michael Jordan in the building. Yes, sir, man. So let's get right to it, man. Y'all know what it do, man. Before we start off the stream, we always gotta start with a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King Dub in the building. King J in the building. With the biscuits or cantaloupe biscuit. Let's say our prayers first before you get it. Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for everything that you've done for us, Lord, all the blessings, not just for us personally and directly, but indirectly through our family, through the things that we receive, through the doors that you open, even the doors that you close, Lord. You know, we got to have faith that no matter how rough and how difficult it might be at the beginning, that even when you close a door, that another door is opening, that'll be the proper path, a path that you have for us, a path that you have destined for us to succeed and thrive and do great things in your holy name, through Jesus' name. Thank you for our blessings, Lord. Thank you for the blessings that go under the radar. Thank you for the blessings that go unbeknownst to us. Thank you for the blessings that come in the form of disappointment and other blessings that we anticipate, you know, or other dreams that we anticipate, Lord, because we get everything that you have intended for us in the store, Lord. So please let's appreciate the blessings that we receive and the blessings, and forgive us for the blessings that go unnoticed, and And also, let us be aware that when you take away things that we perceive as blessings, that in itself is often and also a blessing. Through Jesus' name, amen. Yes, sir. My boy Dub, he turned us up with the quickness, man. Dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits.
Michael Jordan said that live was funny, man. Yeah, it was funny, man. But I don't like feeling like I disrespected people, bro. And MJ, you funny, cause I know you my boy. I don't know if you Illuminati, you the same person, but I feel like I know that was you, the Rello person. So that's why I kind of felt bad once I don't know, and you ain't got to tell me, but I feel like that was Illuminati, and I feel like Illuminati is also Michael Jordan, but it's all good, man. Sorry, Lord and Savior. No, heck no, bro. My boy said Cancelo biscuit. Don't do my boy like that, man.
These biscuits.
My boy on Canelo's head top before the prayer, man. Shout out to my boy Dub for all the support, though, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to Illuminati and Michael Jordan and all his personalities and split personalities. You know, say shout out to my boy, man. I rock with you, man. I appreciate the support. But yeah, if that was you, then you trolling it. That's what you deserve. Because I wasn't talking trash to you. I was talking trash to your split personality. But shout out to you, though, bro. I didn't know at the time, though. I still don't know. I'm just guessing, but it don't even matter to me, man. Shout out to you. I like the way you honor God. I knew there was something different about. Man, I appreciate you, Adrian. Shout out to my boy Adrian, King Adrian in the building. I appreciate the compliment, man. But it's something I have to do, you know, because without God, I'm nothing, you know. And I'm not trying to force my religion or my beliefs on anybody, but I could testify that God got me through a lot of things and will get me through a lot of things, and it's still guiding me through a lot of things. You hear me? So shout out to you, though, Adrian. I appreciate your acknowledgement, dog. If Tio really meant what he said, I would think he's the baddest man out there, but I think he's just drinking with Adam Hurley in the building. King Adam in the building. He said, Michael Jordan said, you already know I'm rocking with you. All good. How the hell you know? Bruh, I'm telling you, bruh. You know what's crazy about that? You know what's crazy? And like I said, you don't have to tell nobody because I'm not knocking. You know how I figured it out, Rello? I was just like, dang, who is that dude, man? I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, man, his voice kind of sound familiar. And the way, I was just playing it back in my head. And I said, that's Illuminati, bro. And then I remember with the moment when I called you the B word. And I said, dang, I feel bad. But then I thought about it. You know, that's when the hood came back out of me. I said, hold on. I ain't really call him the B word. I call the person that he was pretending to be the B word. So I'm okay. But yeah, you do your thing, man. I know you enjoy that stuff, and I know some people enjoy trolling, man. You know, I got love for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, if I offended you, I apologize, because I still should be able to not get beside myself still. You know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes it's no excuse, you know, but sometimes I'm a product of my environment, you know what I'm saying? But I did, so to be fair, I didn't know. I just took a educated guess, you know, hypothesized that it was you. Yo, Mike in the building. What's good, brethren? Shout out to King Mike in the building. Illuminati earned that. Talk to him, Kendrick. King Kendrick in the building. I appreciate that, bro. Dub, you knew it too? That's crazy. Hey, bro, that's crazy that Dub knew it. Yeah, so, and Kendrick is here. Kendrick can testify. I messaged him. I messaged Kendrick, and I messaged Ty, and I said, bro, I think that's Illuminati, bro. Well, I messaged them that this morning, I think, or yeah, this morning, I believe, or late last night. I can't remember. Yeah, that's true. Yep, Ty did say he looked at the thing and saw that there was some suspicious activity. And I was like, nah, man, you know people crazy. But then I thought about it. I was like, hold on. And you know, I learned this from one of my former girlfriends. You know, back in the day. You know, her mom used to tell me riddles. You know, as a chick I used to date back in high school. You know what I'm saying? That was my Italian style. You know, she was Italian and Irish. And her mom would always tell me riddles. And if I can't get it right then, she would always say, you know, just keep it in the back of your mind. She said, it'll come to you. You know, when you go to sleep, after you say your prayers, you wake up, you're gonna know it. And the first time she did it, I was like, man, whatever. I'm not gonna remember that. You know, I'm like, dang, what is this answer? What is this answer? She said it's easy. So now when someone said it's easy and they try to make you guess something, I know for me at least, I'm like, dang, if it's easy, why the heck I can't get it? So now I'm thinking about it, but then, you know, I completely forget about it. I go to sleep, wake up, boom, had the answer. And I feel like it's related to that, you know what I'm saying? So like, I wasn't really thinking about it, but I was thinking about it at that moment. And when I got off stream, you know, I was doing some things, thinking about some ideas for the morning stream. I went to sleep, woke up, I said, bro, that was Illuminati. I promise you, just like that. To be fair, Edward was speaking facts. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, Illuminati. Ty was the first person to point out here trying to give me a headache. Right? Stop it, FJ. You know better than that. Shout out to Edwin though, but I just can't, you know. It is what it is. Yeah. We might have to get him up. Get him up out here, Kendrick. It's too early. Yeah, we gonna get you up out of here. Give him 30-second timeout. Yeah, you right, Kendrick. Give him the boot. Hit him for 30 seconds on his head top for speaking blasphemy. But yeah, man. So today's topics were the late evening topics, man. Shout out to y'all. Welcome. Buffaniel in the building. Building. What it do, brethren? Big salute. So today I want to talk about a kind of a multitude of things. I don't have too many topics today, you know, but I did notice this. I thought it was a joke at first, and I read the article. I believe it's from Boxing Scene, but it said that Teofimo. It seems like he kind of took a step back and walked back his calls for Brian Norman Jr. Because I don't know, but like I said, I know that Teofimo, at least I've seen that Teofimo was interested in Brian Norman, particularly if he was probably already interested, but he was interested particularly if he was elevated to a super champion. And you know, he recently was after Terence Crawford vacated the WBO title 147, so that elevated Brian Norman and placed him in a position as a super champion. So I'm like, okay, bet Teofimo's gonna want that action, you know, because he's been calling for it. But I didn't know this though. It was supposedly. Initially, because first of all, let me take the appropriate steps and go in chronological order. So after he was calling out Brian Norman has said, you know, that's an easy fight to make. We can make it happen. So he was ready to oblige Teofimo's call out and request to fight. Then he was upgraded, you know, to full champ. But what I didn't know, I don't know how I missed this, but apparently it was not supposed to, but they were in talks to have it be in September 27th. And as you know, that would be the 2 weeks after the Canelo fight, September 14th. And apparently Teofimo said he didn't want it. Now, that just because he didn't want it right then doesn't mean that he doesn't want it at all. So I will say that, you know, it just said that he didn't want it. It was very vague. It was kind of alluding to that the circumstances weren't right as far as his promotion goes. Like, he didn't feel like he's getting enough support from Top Rank. He wanted to change the location. I think he was unhappy with the location. I think it was initially proposed to be in New York. And that makes sense. You know why that makes sense? Because guess who's fighting on September 27th? It's a Top Rank card, and Xander Zayas is going to be on the card. I'm not even sure if they determined his opponent yet. Bruce Shushu Carrington is going to be on the card. Not sure if they determined his opponent yet. And then that's the one that's headlined by Michaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan. And if you remember, I dropped a video on Michaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan potentially fighting. And I said in the video, I'm like, I don't know, that's kind of odd. You know, I think it's dope that they're coining it as the Queens of New York. But I was like, I don't know. That just doesn't seem like a card that, no disrespect, but it just doesn't seem like a card that Michaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan would headline. Because that's how they kicked it. They kicked it like a headline. And you tell me Michaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan is going to headline a fight with Xander Zayas, a fight card with Xander Zayas and Bruce Shushu Carrington, both up-and-coming prospects of Top Rank. I just thought it was kind of fishy. But now, fast forward to today, where I read that article about initially that was supposed to be Teofimo's date. So now imagine that same card with Sandy Ryan versus Michaela Mayer, which is a great fight for the female champion. Shout out to them. Big salute for the Queens. But I also have Sandy Ryan, Michaela Mayer, Bruce Shushu Carrington on it, and Xander Zayas. And then the headline be Teofimo versus somebody like Brian Norman. That makes more sense, right? So, bro, I'm telling you, man, we be kicking the boxing knowledge, man. We be paying attention right here, man. So shout out to y'all for the support. But yeah, it all makes sense now if that's the case, you know. So maybe that's why it got upgraded to the headline, because Teofimo, for whatever reason, doesn't want that pressure, and you know, on that date. So I'm gonna stay tuned and I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I'm not sure if Teofimo has completely walked back the whole entire situation, including the opponent or potential opponent of Brian Norman Jr., or he was just unhappy with the date and some other stuff that didn't go his way or whatever. But later on, you know, I read another article where Teofimo is now also calling out Boots, which he said Boots' name before, but I thought he was just, you know, just saying it whimsically, talking outside of his neck. I still don't think he really wants Bud, but he's come out and said that now. So now apparently he wants Jaron Boots Ennis at 147, and he wants Bud at 154. So in like the span of 2 weeks, he wants Brian Norman at 147, Boots at 147, and Bud at 154, while he's still at 140 technically. So I guess Teofimo is gonna pull like like remember that Jet Li movie called The One, where he kept fighting all of themselves and he kept getting stronger as he beat him, he absorbed them, kind of like Highlander. You know, I guess he's gonna try to pull that and be the strongest man alive. I don't know, bro. But like my boy Adam said, if he could pull it off, I'm not mad. If he could pull it off, bro, I'm not mad, man. I'm definitely willing to watch it. You know, my boy Supporter in the building, feeling like a villain on some penicillin, ready to make a killing. Talk to him, Nathaniel. Tio and his pops would be a great fight against Bill and Devin Haney. Yeah, we all want that fight, Adrian. I think that's one thing, man. You know, as much as we love boxing, I think, and we might differ on opinions on whether Teofimo will win, Devin Haney will win, Tank will win, Shakur will win. I think we could, Lomachenko will win. I think we could all agree that we want all those fights, man. I want Devin Haney to fight T.O. I want T.O. to fight Tank. I want Tank to fight Shakur. I want Shakur to fight Loma. I want Loma to fight, well, Loma already fought T.O. and Devin Haney. But you know what I'm saying? So I just wish they would all make these fights happen. But we'll see if it does, man. I'll be honest with you, Teofimo and Devin Haney, I would have Teofimo winning that fight. But I could see a path of victory to both. I think that's a close fight. But I will lean towards Teofimo, even now with all of his lackluster performances. And but like I said, though, if you know me, you know, like I said, I had Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney before the whole controversial incident. And I just think that when Devin Haney fights a guy that either has good athleticism and power, or that's around the same height as him, or some combination of a similar size, power, speed, athleticism, I think he kind of loses, you know. That's what I've always said, so I'm not going to change it up now. There's nothing that I've seen from Devin Haney or from Teofimo that would change that prediction. I will say this, though, I'm not, after seeing Jermaine Ortiz and after seeing the performance from Teofimo against Jermaine Ortiz and Steve Claggett, I'm not as confident, but I would still lean towards Teofimo. He said the build-up for the fight would be some of the best takes of BSU. Oh yeah, facts. Bill Haney versus Teofimo Senior. Oh my goodness. That'd be a fire fest. All types of bombs and racial epithets, and you know, boxing loves a cultural dynamic and an ethnic dynamic, and you know, that's what boxing strives off of, exploiting racial tensions. I hate it, bro, because the fans perpetuate that and they go over the top with it and out of bounds with it, man. And they forget that, you know, Teofimo might be a boxer, Devin Haney might be a boxer. You're not a boxer. I'll knock you out. I might not be able to knock out Devin Haney and Teofimo, but I'll knock your square ass out. I'll definitely knock your block off. You know what I'm saying? So you better watch your mouth, pimping. Tio versus Pueblo would be nice. I don't see the appeal of Tio versus Norman. Really? Tio needs to clean up before. It doesn't seem like he wants to do that, Bethania. I agree with you. I'd much rather see these guys, including Boots. I want to see Boots versus, but the only part that me and you differ, Bethania, is that I want to see Bud and Boots, but I would prefer Boots clean out 147 or attempt to. So I would want to see Teofimo versus Norman, but I also prefer that Teofimo will clean out 140. I think those are more exciting fights, more realistic fights, and fights that I'm more interested in. You know, sometimes I'm gonna be honest too, Bethania, and no disrespect to Teofimo, but this is just how I feel. Sometimes, and I'm trying not to feel this way about Boots, because I know sometimes people avoid Boots, but sometimes I feel like some people avoid the demons where they're at and try to masquerade like they're actually brave for taking on greater challenges elsewhere. What I mean by that is that if Teofimo is calling for Bud, who's at 154, and Brian Norman at 147, and Boots at 147, it's kind of like a distraction, you know what I'm saying? Like smoke and mirrors, like people will forget that, oh, he could fight Jose Rayo Valenzuela because they're not unified. He could fight Liam Parle because it's not unified. He could fight Alberto Puello because it's not, well, Alberto Puello is technically fighting Sandor Martin, but you get what I'm saying? Hypothetically speaking, assuming they're free, he could fight them. Why would you not at least be unified before? I'm not saying it should be mandatory, but I would always feel more comfortable. Like, that's why I always respect the way Terence Crawford did it, the way Naya Inouye's doing it, the way Usyk is doing it. Not saying that they literally fought everybody, but you could really give a reason that if they didn't fight a guy, it's because they beat the guy that beat them already, or they made an effort to make the fight happen and they didn't want the fight. You know, Because as much as I say I wish Naia Inoue was fighting MJ Akhmadaliev, to be fair, and I always say this, MJ Akhmadaliev kind of messed himself up because he was fighting Marlon Tapales before Naia Inoue, and if he would have beat Marlon Tapales, then it would have been Naia Inoue versus MJ Akhmadaliev for undisputed. Instead, Tapales won. It was controversial, but he won. I believe it was a split decision, and then the rest is history. Naia Inoue fought Marlon Tapales for undisputed and beat him at super bantamweight. But yeah, so like you could always kind of hey yo. Yo, support. I'm about to. Hey, come on, bro. Come on, support. I'm mid speech, and I just read your comment, bro. Come on, bro. Nah, I'm putting cake. Nah, bro.
All right, I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Yeah, you wild. This man said Imani Khalif stopping TEOFIMO. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's too early, bro. Can I at least get 30 minutes into the stream for you to come with the nonsense, bro? Give me 30 minutes, bro. Give me 30 minutes of just genuine, authentic, innocent boxing talk, bro. This man came in hot. You wrong for that, bro. Also, the 147 guys have power, something 140 division is lacking. Yeah, but I wouldn't even say the 140 division is necessarily lacking power, because Superior Matias has power, Gary Antoine Russell has power, but I would agree that their power, I'm not sure if it translates, and I definitely don't think TEOFIMO will translate, because his power hasn't even came within the 140. So why would we think that it's gonna go within the 147? It just doesn't make sense. Now anything can happen, but what do they famously say in boxing? You watch boxing. Teddy Atlas says it the most. Boxers aren't power punchers aren't made; they're born. So if that's true, that old adage, if it's true indeed, then TEOFIMO's power just doesn't go with him at 147, because it doesn't even go with him at 140. So yeah, I like that one. Support. I'm done, bro. I'm done. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, Bafaniel. I would much rather. I'm not saying that you have to get undisputed. I'm not really. I like undisputed. I think that's dope. But I'm not saying that he has to get undisputed. But yeah, at least unified. Like, bro, that's the thing, Bafaniel. The man's name is Takeover. He's a self-proclaimed takeover. So take over the division. You feel me? Take it over, baby. He always says that he's undisputed, and no disrespect to him, he's not undisputed. He's never been undisputed. He's claiming that because he beat Josh Taylor. Well, Josh Taylor lost his belt before he fought you. He was undisputed. You beat a former undisputed champion, but technically he was never undisputed. It is what it is. So you could try to talk yourself into it, finagle your way into it. But if you pay attention to boxing, like I used to not really say anything about it, because I just don't really care about to argue with people. But the truth is, he's not undisputed. That's like Usyk, even in a rematch. If Tyson Fury beats Usyk, who beat him for the undisputed, is Tyson Fury now undisputed? No, because Usyk doesn't have all the belts. So even if Tyson Fury beats, man, hold on real quick. My dogs are farting, bro. I'm about to kick him out. I'll be right back. No, y'all gotta get out. Get out, man. Y'all busting ass. Get out, man. Get out, man. Go. No, man. Oh. Freaking annoying, bro. Man, he came in for 2 seconds and farted. Yeah, my bad though. Let me get back. Okay, so I forgot what I was saying, man. Like I said, my dogs, when they bust ass, boy, it just sits there on your face. Pause. Hey yo.
What do you mean by that?
But yeah, man. So I would much rather people unify. I think that was saying. I'm not saying you have to get undisputed. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying that that's like saying that Canelo, if Canelo loses to Berlanga, then is Berlanga undisputed? No, Canelo was stripped. So no, that's what he tries to ride with. He tries to ride with and say he's undisputed because he beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor was a good win, but nah. Tio is kind of unpredictable. He fights to the level of his competition, but he really don't want anything to do with the Phenom Boots in this. I like I said, I'm big on. I think Boots is a phenom, like you said. I think he looks that way, but I'm big on proving it, man. So in my opinion, I look at Teofimo as a more accomplished fighter. The more, even though he does give some lackluster performances, his level of competition is so much higher than Boost's best competition that I do got to give Teofimo the benefit of the doubt of being in there with better competition and having to rise to the occasion more. But I do think, you know, especially when you factor in his Boots' size, I do think Boots beats Teofimo. But yeah, I'm still not sure on how good Boots is, to be honest. Like I think, like I said, he has from the eye test, he has all the ingredients to make a great fighter. But I'm very big on a fighter proving it, just like in anything else. Because I feel like when I had to do my work, I have to prove it. You know, ain't nothing given, it's earned. So I don't care how good, no matter how good I performed on my bachelor's and my master's, I still had to take the PhD qualifying exam, and you know what I'm saying, I could potentially fail that, and if I fail that, then I can't get in, no matter how good I looked in the past. You know what I'm saying? So you still got to prove that you're at that next level. So yes, Jaron Boots Ennis looks great, but he looks great against guys that are, no disrespect to them, but they're not the highest level of competition. They're not world-class level. You know, I mean, I guess you could say David Avenigi, he beat Sugar Shane Mosley Jr., right? I mean, not Jr., sorry, he beat Sugar Shane Mosley, but that's about it, you know, and that was a long time ago, and he beat Sugar Shane Mosley towards the end of his career, so. But yeah, I do think he beats Boots. I mean, I do think Boots beats Teofimo, and I would say, you know, I think sometimes we overstate that Teofimo fights down to his opposition. I'm not sure, man. I think, you know, now, Adrian, I'm gonna be honest, and let me know what you think. I feel like we say that so much with Teofimo that I think it's becoming more evident that it's further from the truth that we might like to admit or feel comfortable admitting. Teofimo has had 2 great performances against Josh Taylor and Lomachenko. But if you watch the Lomachenko fight, you can see Lomachenko starting to come on towards the end of the fight. I'm not knocking Teofimo. I'm just saying this kind of ties in with the story. So I think that more so that he fights down to his competition, I just think that he shined in 2 instances against great elite opposition at the time. You know, Josh Taylor may not be elite now, but he was considered elite then, especially being a former undisputed. And I think that, you know, sometimes we forget that styles make fights, and maybe it's becoming more evident that stylistically Teofimo was just perfect for Josh Taylor and Lomachenko for what they anticipated. Because you got to remember that Teofimo wasn't supposed to beat Lomachenko, and by me saying, I'm saying Teofimo was an underdog. Teofimo became Teofimo after beating Lomachenko. So it wasn't like Teofimo was a takeover. He was a top dog when he beat Lomachenko. It was he became that after beating Lomachenko. So I think that he surprised Lomachenko is what I'm saying. I feel like Teofimo was supposed to be fed to Lomachenko, both of them being on top ranking, you know, Bob Arum. But, you know, when he overcame, then that was surprising. But and to further my point is that Sandor Martin, who I think is a tough fight for anybody, I don't really knock him for having a questionable win over Sandor Martin, because I personally thought Teofimo won. I thought he won a close, very, very close fight. Could have went either way, but I thought the right person won. But you know, Sandor Martin, I think he's a tough out for anybody. I think Sandor Martin is the type of fighter that it's tough to look good against him, right? Because Sandor Martin, he was the last person to beat the great Mikey Garcia, right? We're gonna talk about later. So Sandor Martin's not an easy out, but still, I think Teofimo should have looked better. So that was a tough fight, still though. And then he had George Ferocious Kambosos, who a lot of people call Cambozo, so I think it's disrespectful. He's a world champion. Respect him. I don't think that's a bad loss because he's a world champion, but I do think that Kambosos was probably the worst out of the champions at 135 and 140 at that time, when you consider like Tank, Teofimo, Devin Haney, Lomachenko. I think Kambosos is, and his record proves that, right? He lost to Lomachenko. I think he loses when he steps up in competition. He lost to Devin Haney, but I still think that being the worst of a champion level fighter is not bad. You know, he's just not as dominant as the other champions, but he's still good in my opinion. So even that loss, I don't think is that bad, but I definitely think he lost that. I don't even get why people say that his loss to Kambosos was questionable. I think that was a legitimate loss. I think the right person won in Kambosos. Now, when you go to Steve Claggett, like, come on, man. You know, no disrespect to Steve Claggett, but it is what it is. That fight should not have been close at all. He should have blew him out the water. That was a fight to demonstrate and remind us why we believe that Teofimo's a pound for pound talent, and he didn't accomplish that. He did not showcase his skills. That was too much of a dogfight, you know. So I think he looked bad in there. And then we all know Jermaine Ortiz. He looked horrible against Jermaine Ortiz. So even though I'm glad, I think the right person won. I'm glad Teofimo won because I feel like Jermaine Ortiz tried to finesse the boxing game by being on his bicycle like he was belonged to the Tour de France, teaming up with Lance Armstrong. But it still was a bad performance by Teofimo. So when I say the reason why I refute what you said is because I could give you more instances of Teofimo looking lackluster against quality opponents than I can of him looking great against quality opponents. Now you want to talk about his other fights? Well, yeah, but those like Richard Kami, no disrespect to him, but these fighters are not. The other fighters where he looked great weren't great guys. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me. But that's my opinion on that. But I do agree with you that Boots beats him. Borzoi, what's good? Borzoi in the building. What's good, brethren? Puello versus Sandor Martin is dangerous because Bob Arum could rob Puello. Yeah, you could argue that. Well, Bob Arum been robbing a lot of catches. He robbed Shock. He robbed Abraham Nova against Andre Cortez. Yeah, Bob Arum been robbing for a long time. He tried to rob Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor again, even though he was asleep. Top Rank is very dirty and intelligent boxers avoid dealing with the facts. I agree that Big Bob is very, you know, he's 93 years old, man, got a lot of skin in the game, so he got a lot of pull, man. A lot of people in a lot of people's pockets, you feel me? Kenneth Sims or Edwin De Los Santos versus, ooh, I like that. Kenneth Sims versus Kenneth Sims Jr. versus Valenzuela, or Edwin De Los Santos versus Valenzuela, the rematch. El Rayo versus Edwin again. Now, that'd be a great fight, man. I think that's very dangerous for Valenzuela. I know he wants it. He wanted the rematch with De Los Santos, so salute to him. But I think that's a dangerous fight as his first defense. But hey, I would love it though. I would love it. Josh Taylor was going to be made for. I'm not sure what you're saying, Boxing Magic. My bad. Hit that like. Yes, please hit that like button. Thank you so much, Kendrick. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Please hit that like button. You feel me? But Tio still cooked Loma in that 12th round. Yeah. He definitely won that last round. I think he really has a focus issue. It gets full of himself too quickly. That could be it. Claggett better than Madrimov? Yeah, you're crazy. This man said Claggett is better than Madrimov.
Shut up, bitch!
This guy said Steve Claggett, who has 7 losses and has never been a champion, is better than an undefeated champion. Thank you for the laugh, because I was gonna respond to your question or whatever your statement was, but now I know to just disregard you because you just you slow. So this man said Claggett is better than Madrimov. Bullshit. But yeah, so let me write this message though. I just think people are incapable of having a good conversation, man. It's so sad. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Clag is not 10-1. Yeah, he has 7. He has almost 10 losses. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he doesn't have 10 wins. He almost has 10 losses. You're right. Yeah, he's definitely not 10-1. You're absolutely right. He's not 10-1. That's a fact. That's a fact. He's also not a champion. That's a fact. He's not 10-1. He's not a champion. And he has you got to multiply that 1 by 7, and that'd be his losses. You're right, bro. I agree. He's so good that you can't even spell his name right. Yeah, all right. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I think that I would love to see Teofimo versus out of everybody, you know, Terence Crawford. Out of everybody he seemingly wants, Terence Crawford, Boots Ennis, and Brian Norman Jr. I prefer him to fight Brian Norman Jr. I think he's easy work for the other two, especially Bud at 154. But, you know, I would much rather him fight, try to unify at 140 or become undisputed. I think that'd be better. But, you know, I'm not sure, man. You got to be Illuminati again. Nah, I don't think so. don't think so, man. You know, the majority of the boxing fan base are just stupid. Maybe just so that's the second. This is like the third time I guess the Illuminati, his alter egos. Let's go. But yeah, man. So I think Teofimo, I just think he's barking up the wrong tree. But we'll see though, man. Hey, go for greatness, right? Go for greatness, and he has performed great before. Maybe he could channel that. You know, and let's say he does beat Bud. That'd be crazy. That'd be great for his brand and his reputation. You know, so I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it at all, but I just think I personally believe that he's doing that because I'm not sure. I don't think he's too confident at beating the guys at 140, the other champions, like especially Liam Parle. Hell, I would love to see Jack Catterall versus Teofimo if Jack Catterall gets by Regis Prograis, which I believe Jack Catterall beats Rougarou. But I think it's gonna be a good fight too, because you know Rougarou has a lot to prove. He's bouncing back from his bouncing back from a loss to Devin Haney, where he got beat up and pretty much washed. So that's an interesting fight that has been postponed, but they already have a date. I can't remember what the date is. I want to say October 26th or something like that. So I think Jack Catterall wins that, and I would like to see Jack Catterall versus Teofimo. I think that's a good fight as well. So there's a lot of good fights at 140. You know, not even to mention you have Richardson Hitchens, aka Africa. You have Gustavo Lemos still there. You have Gary Antoine Russell still there, who's supposed to be the mandatory for the winner of Alberto Puello versus Sandor Martin. You still got those two. Matter of fact, you got Jose Carlos Ramirez, who's fighting Arnold Barbosa Jr. I don't think Arnold Barbosa Jr. is good. I think he's overhyped. But I think Jose Carlos Ramirez is good. He only has one loss, I believe, and that's to Josh Taylor. Bud will beat the Yo, my boy Mike checked me real quick. He said, man, Bud will beat the shit out of T.O.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You're right. But hey, Mike, I would love to watch it. I would love to watch it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I would love to watch it, man. I think that'd be worth every penny. Every penny. Boots would destroy TV. I agree, though, boy. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't see Bob letting T.O. fight Jack. Yeah, I don't know if he fights Jack Catterall. I mean, especially with what he said, right? If he does fight Jack Catterall, it won't be in England. We know that, Kendrick. It for sure won't be in England. I'll tell you that. You know, the way Bob was so irate for no reason because Jack Catterall beat the hell out of Josh Taylor in that rematch. So I don't even know why he was mad. But, hey, he didn't watch the fight, right? So, got footage of the man sleep. I kind of think T.O. is just talking, but hopefully he's being real. Yeah, I think he's just talking too, Adrian. My point, yeah, I agree. With T.O., you just don't know. Yeah, man, he's so erratic. And like I said, I used to like T.O. a lot, man. But, you ever heard, like, sometimes you want to keep the people that you like at a distance? Like, I'm not talking about, like, people that I'm talking about like celebrities or something like that, because sometimes they disappoint you. Like you ever have like favorite musicians? I remember one time, I can't remember what it was, but it was in college, of course, and I had the opportunity to meet T.I., and I didn't want to meet him because I was like, man, what if I don't like him? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, I don't want to not like it, because I was one of my favorite rappers. I was like, man, I don't want to not like him. I'd be thinking like that because I got a short temper too, and I know he when I say he got a short temper, and you hear stories, and sometimes people have a bad day. I'm not knocking it, cause I can only imagine how it is to talk to fans all day and people just invading your space and privacy. But sometimes I don't want to meet everybody I like, because what if I don't like him? And Teofimo is one of them. I like Teofimo when the less I knew about Teofimo, the more I liked him. The more I know now, like watching interviews and stuff, he just says some very ignorant stuff, man. Like the other day when he tried to say that when he got banned out of Bud's post-fight interview after he beat Madrimov, and he said it was racism. I'm like, bro, that's not racism, bro. Like, you're just a dickhead. You can't assume and be so full of yourself that when somebody doesn't like you, it's because of the characteristics, the physical characteristics attached to your person. No, people don't like your personality. You're a dickhead. So people don't like you, bro. It's you. People don't have nothing against New Yorkers. People don't have nothing against Hondurans. People don't have nothing against Americans. They don't have nothing against Hispanics. It's you. I'm not saying that there aren't some ignorant people out there, but you got to be more self-aware. If you stop talking out the side of your neck and acting like a butthole, then maybe people wouldn't ban you out of their post-fight press conferences. And you just jump to racism. It's like you have no self-awareness and you don't acknowledge your missteps, bro. Stop being a butthole. Stop being annoying. Stop being, So yeah, so I just hate that when people try to go to the extreme to justify their antics, bro. That had nothing to do with you. your culture, your the fact that you're American, or your complexion, or your ethnicity, or what you look like. It's everything how you act like, and you act like a jackass. Do you think in your right mind, think Teofimo F with Boots? You must be on drugs. Who said that he messes with Boots? Boots will destroy people. I kind of think Teofimo is just talking. Who said that? Who are you talking to, Doughboy? Do you think in your right mind, think Teofimo F with Boots? You must be on drugs. Who said that? Who said that Teofimo beats Boots? Yeah. Go ahead. Give him a 5-minute time. I don't know who you're talking to, but I haven't seen anybody. I know I haven't said that Teofimo beats Boots. I don't think Kendrick said it. I don't think Mike said it. I don't think Doughboy said it. I mean, well, you are Doughboy. I don't think Adrian said it. I don't think anybody said that Teofimo loses to Boots. So you know what I don't like? Since you mentioned Boots, I'm gonna oblige you and give you some boots. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm on a timeout spree. Go ahead and get you up out of there, bro. Oh, dumbass. I don't mind you being dumb, but be dumb on your own time. Don't involve me in your ignorance. Nobody said anybody that Teofimo beats Boots. I don't know what you're talking about. Crawford don't give young prime fighters a shot. Crawford doesn't give young prime fighters a shot. Crawford is at 154, so I don't know who you're calling a young prime fighter. Who's a young prime fighter that he should fight at 154? You just talked trash about him fighting Israel Madrimov. You literally just said Israel Madrimov is trash, Boxing Magic. Israel Madrimov is a top prime young fighter. He was a champion. Like you said, he only had 10 fights or 10 wins and 1 draw. Yet you just said he doesn't give young prime fighters a chance. You see how contradictory you are? Or just say you don't like Bud. It's okay. You like who you like and dislike who you dislike. But when you manipulate information, you just look like a donkey. And this is the second time that you look stupid. So we're going to fire up the music for you. One more again. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, I think that excuse me. I think Teo is just talking, but we're gonna see, man. But yeah, like the more Teo talks, the more I dislike him. But as far as him being a good boxer, I still like him though. I still like him. Yeah. So no young primes. Okay, so I asked you again, who is this young prime? You just repeated yourself. Who are you talking about? Thank you, Mike. Who are you talking? Who's the young prime that he should give a chance to, bro? Who's the young prime? Should it be Teofimo, a guy at 140? Who's the young prime? Are you saying Boots, who's at 147? He's at 154. Who's the young prime? Gather your thoughts together. I'm gonna give you some time. Go ahead and think about it a little bit, because see, that's the difference. You thinking of the BS. I gotta respond instantaneously and spontaneously. You know what I'm saying? You just sit over there and think of any type of nonsense to say for 20 minutes, and I got a rebuttal instantaneously. But it's easy for me because you usually say some dumb shit anyway, so it's not hard for me to rebuttal. It doesn't require much thought. Now throughout his career, okay. So yeah, so you said it, but you still can't give me anybody. Yeah, okay. Throughout his career, okay. Most of the time, Terence Crawford fought throughout his career, he was a challenger. When he fought Gamboa, a young prime, Crawford was the underdog. He beat Gamboa. When he fought Victor Postal, who was a champion, Victor Postal was still early in his championship reign. Terence Crawford stopped him. So who? You're just saying general. You're just making general statements. That's erroneous. He was even the B-side against Errol Spence. Shout out to Errol Spence for giving Terence Crawford a chance. He tried to fight Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia not only avoided him at 140, he avoided him at 147 as well. You can even argue that he avoided him at 135. That's what some people say. I'm not saying it. I'm just telling you what they be telling on the block. You know what I'm talking about? We keep our ears to the streets. You feel me? So who did he not give a chance to? He fought Sean Porter. He fought Kell Brook. He fought Amir Khan. What young bull is he supposed to give a chance to? I'm still waiting. Gamboa is moving up for Crawford. That's correct. But who was, once again, the A side? Crawford was the underdog. He said it's Illuminati. Actually, never mind. You really that slow. Yeah, I'm done. You got it, though, bro. You got it. Charles Caldwell wants to get busy. Yeah, I like that fight, Borzoy. Do you think Emiliano Vargas was credit? I don't like to, Conor Benn is suspended right now for cheating, man. I don't even like to, he tried to appeal it and he got denied. I don't really like to put the clean fighters against the dirty fighters, you know what I'm saying? Unless you serve your time and then you prove yourself to be clean and stuff like that. But I think Emiliano Vargas, me personally, I think he could beat Conor Benn. but I would lean towards Conor Benn just from experience, man. I think Emiliano Vargas should take the Abdullah Mason route. You know how they're kind of bringing him along slowly but keeping him active. Like Abdullah Mason just fought like a month ago or 2 months ago, right? He's already fighting this weekend on the Sergey Derevyanchenko versus Christian and Billy card, which I think is dope. I think they need to bring Emiliano Vargas along in a similar fashion. So me personally, I don't think that Conor Benn is a good fight, no. But I think he could beat him though. Yeah. How much money do you think it would cost for Bud to give us a fight against Boots? I don't know, bro. I'm not. That's one thing I'm not good about with the economics of boxing. I'm not gonna lie, man. I try my best not to even pay attention to that, but I think that it would cost a lot of money. In my opinion, I think there's only two ways we get Buzz versus Boots. That's just my opinion now. I think we get it if Boots acquires a belt at 154, and that means that Bud's goals and ambitions of attaining undisputed at a third weight division would have to go through Boots. I think we get it then. Or if Turkey offers an exorbitant amount of cash, you know, then I think, and you know, Turkey has deep pockets, so we could get it like that. So then I think it can happen. But do I think it's likely? I think it's kind of likely, to be honest, because Eddie Hearn is in a partnership with Turk. Terence Crawford is Big Turk's favorite fighter, and the ambassador of Riyadh season, and then Jaron Boots Ennis is signed to Matchroom. So I think it could happen, bro. You know, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Who do you think Boots will fight on 11/9 in Philly? Is he fighting on October 9th? Is that for sure, L-Dub? If so, I'm not sure, man. I would like to see him against my boy Blair the Flair. Woo! Cobbs. He said, "Why you getting bent out of shape?" I'm getting bent out of shape. I think you want me to get bent out of shape, but you don't mean that much to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get you bent out of shape real quick. I got you, bro. You want to get bent out of shape? I'm gonna bend my foot on your ass. Go ahead and get him out of here. Go ahead and get him out of here. Let me bend my foot on your ass. How about that? Yeah, get him out of here, man. Give him 30 minutes, man. How about that? It's like when people they try to project their feelings. You're mad. I'm not mad. You don't mean that much for me to get mad at. You haven't said anything of any consequence, bro. You're not important enough for me to get mad at. You're like a gnat. You know, like a gnat. When like, y'all had gnats, right? Y'all like fruits and apples. I just ate an apple. Sometimes you have gnats, and sometimes you walk by them and let them fly by you. You be like, oh, that's all right. I'll get them later. But then sometimes you go to grab your apple and you see it right there, and you just smack it, and then you go about your day. That's what you are. You're like a gnat. I'll let you stay in the chat as long as you don't buzz enough. But once you get to buzzing a little too loudly, I'm gonna get you up out of here. So get up out of here. So, 2 shots. Appreciate you, Kendrick. My boy got the hair trigger today. Agreed. I saw Emilio live on the Navers Valdez card. Needs more adversity in his fights, like how this brother had on the Jacobs Moses card. Yeah, facts. Like how his brother had. Facts. I agree. Appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate it. Yeah. That's just my opinion. I don't like to see fighters, especially young prospects, because I'm really big on Emiliano Vargas. Pause. I think he could be very good, but you know I don't want him to be rushed. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Because what was the young dude that made his debut on Top Rank, and he I can't remember his name. He made his debut on Top Rank and got smacked. I don't remember his name, but you don't want to be that. You don't want that to happen. Not saying that you got to get spoon-fed people, but who you got? Nick Ball or Ronnie Rios? Isn't Ronnie Rios fighting? I don't think he's fighting Nick Ball, Dub. He's fighting. Ronnie Rios is fighting Stephen Fulton, I believe, L Dub. But if you're saying a hypothetical fight, I would go with Nick Ball. Reluctantly, but I would go with Nick Ball. I'm not too sold on Nick Ball, but I think he's more. So are you asking me a hypothetical fight? Because I think Ronnie Rios is fighting Stephen Fulton, if I'm not mistaken. But if hypothetically, I'll have Nick Ball. But I can't give you a good reason. That's just my gut. Jalen Skywalker made his Top Rank debut. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Let me look it up and make sure that's the guy I'm talking about. I recognize his face. Yeah, it was Jalen Skywalker. Yep, that was him. Yep. And got put to sleep. So, and granted, you know, sometimes it happens. You know, hopefully he could bounce back. Yo, karate body in the building, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits.
Karate body in the building. I appreciate that, brethren. Thank you so much. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Karate body in the building. He said Stephen. Oh, really? So they switched it up? Bro, that's crazy. So before it was supposed to be Stephen Fulton versus Ronnie Rios. What happened to that? But remember that was on the original card where Caleb Plant was headlining against Trevor McCumbee, and they switched that to go on the undercard of the Canelo fight. So, oh, wow. Because look right here, bro. I know I'm not tripping. Look. I know I'm not tripping. So I didn't even know that. Thank you for letting me know, L-Dub. Look right here. It says Stephen Fulton, ring return, will come against Ronnie Rios. And even got a prediction, Stephen Fulton versus. So okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that, bro. So thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so they switched that up. Okay. Huh. Appreciate it. I got to do some research on that one. So that's give me something to look at tonight. I wasn't aware. I appreciate you putting me on game. Tap in with the gems I dropped. I'm different. Gave you 2 boots, date and bill. yeah. You just updated me on that, cause yeah, I didn't know that, man. So what happened with Ronnie Rios and Stephen Fulton? Did he have to pull out, or what happened? Huh. Yeah, I see it. Carlos Castro. Dang. And you said Ronnie Rios is fighting Nick Ball? Wow, I didn't know that, man. Appreciate you, bro. My boy got the sources. Yeah, I see the Stephen Fulton versus Carlos Castro date, but I don't see the other one confirmed on Boxer Rec though. But yeah, I believe you though, because you got the other one right. So yeah, I got Nick Ball though, and I got Stephen Fulton being Carlos Castro. I don't think I know Carlos Castro unless I seen him fight before in one of his losses. I'm not sure. I don't recall. Maybe if I see him. Yeah. So what else was I gonna say? What were we talking about? Let me look it up. Oh yeah, so I was reading up something too, man. I was reading what was I gonna talk about, bro? McCumbee got a cut, so the PBC canceled the whole show. Yeah, I know about that. So Pro Box got the Rios the ball fight. Okay, yeah, I know about McCumbee. They said he got cut. Then they say that yeah, Figueroa fought Castro. I think Luis Nery stopped Castro as well. I don't know if he stopped him. I don't remember, but I know Luis. Yeah, I do remember the Castro then, because I think he lost to Nery and Figueroa back to back or something like that. Or maybe was it back to back? I think so, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I saw what was I gonna say? I do remember that dude then. I saw yeah, I heard that people were saying that McCumbee didn't really get injured. They just did it to strengthen the PBC just did it to strengthen the Canelo card, you know, to battle the UFC Noche card. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they say. I don't know. Like I said, I don't be too much into conspiracies and stuff like that, but it could be true, man. But yeah, I want to talk about the trainer of the year as well, bro. Trainer of the year, Robert Garcia. Do y'all think he's on pace to get trainer of the year again? I believe he got trainer of the year last time he received the award was 2012, man. And it's so funny because I was reading an article on it today, and I was like, man, we were just talking about this in the stream about Robert Garcia being an underrated trainer, man. I think he is an underrated trainer. Yeah, so I just think that's interesting, man. You know, he had he has quite a few fighters, right? He has quite a few champs right now, or interim champs. He just had Virgil Ortiz most recently, right? This past weekend. He has Bam Rodriguez, who just beat Juan Francisco Estrada, Juan El Gallo, you know, the Rooster. He has, of course, he had his younger brother, Mikey Garcia, around like 2014, something like that time. He has, of course, he just beat Jose Rayo Valenzuela, but Robert Garcia been on a streak, man. Rayo just beat Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He has Juan Carlos Ramirez, not Juan, sorry. Jose Carlos Ramirez going against Arnold Barbosa. I think that's going to be should be a, I ain't gonna say an easy night, but relatively easy night against Barbosa Jr. So shout out to Robert Garcia, man. I wouldn't be mad if I think he might have it in the bag already, bro. I wouldn't be mad if he got trainer of the year. Like, I think it's between him and probably Bomac at this point. Of course, Calvin Ford, he has Gervonta Davis. But Robert Garcia has a stable, always has a stable, man. Always stay stacked. He used to have Brandon Rios. Speaking of Rios, he had Brandon Rios back in the day. He had what's my boy Abner Maris, you know what I'm saying, some others. So yeah, I like Robert Garcia, man. I wouldn't mind to see him. Of course, he had Victor Ortiz. Yeah, he had 2 Ortizes, right? He has Virgil Ortiz Jr. now, and he had Victor Ortiz, and his story is crazy, you know. Shout out to Robert Garcia for looking out for him and stuff like that. You need good people like that. So I always rock with Robert Garcia, man. One of my favorite trainers. But I think Calvin Ford Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny Ellis, what they do with Tank is amazing for their role in that. Of course, you got Bomac doing his thing with his role in Terence Crawford, Keyshawn Davis, and some others. You know, we saw Steven Nelson and you know, some other guys that he has. But I think right now Robert Garcia has been on a mean streak. He's been on a mean streak, man. So Robert Garcia will have my vote right now. I wonder how Fulton feels being placed on the non-pay-per-view side of the card. Yeah, I think he should have left PBC. They don't keep him active, bro. Karate, bro. You know, as much as I like, I try to show love and be as unbiased as possible. You know, shout out to PBC. You know, their fighters always compliment them, from Caleb Plant to Dave Benavidez to Canelo. Canelo just recently said that he wishes he would have started off with PBC and Al Heyman. He thinks his career would have been even better, you know, than it was with Oscar and Golden Boy. So they always get saluted. Even Gervonta, Tank Davis, you know, they always get saluted and appreciated. But it does seem like they have an issue with inactivity, man. You know, and I do agree with you, Stephen Fulton. Like even Caleb Plant, you know, Caleb Plant. Why has it been? It's been a year and a half since we seen him last, and he lost. You know, that's always, to me, that never bodes well for you to come off a long layoff after losing. You know, you want to, not saying you want to get back there and immediately, but you want to, in my opinion, you want to try to get a tune-up, you know, within 6-7 months probably, you know what I'm saying, and get your feet wet, get your confidence back up, you know, get rid of some of them demons, face some of them demons and conquer them again, and just remind yourself of who you are, you know what I'm saying, that you're great. And you know, it's like, but I don't know. Everybody's different though too, because some people do take a loss and they go and sulk, and you know, I sulk too. Like even my videos, I drop a video, it doesn't perform well, I get upset. But you know what I do when I get upset? I get mad. It drives me to go make another video, and I'll be like, okay, bet I gotta bounce back. I gotta make a better video. I gotta choose a better topic. I gotta drop it at a better time. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you gotta take them losses as learning experiences and motivating instances, man. Instances of motivation. So everybody different though, but yeah, it seems like PBC does keep their fighters inactive for too long. How like Richardson Hitchens versus Sergey Limpinets next, is that locked in? I don't know if that's locked in, but yeah, I like Hitchens versus a lot of people, man. But I don't know how confident I am in him, because I thought Gustavo Lemos was a close fight, but I had him winning. I don't know why people thought that was controversial. I thought he won a close fight. Like to me, you can't argue that Gustavo Lemos won, but yeah, it was a close fight. A little bit more of a struggle than I expected, but I like Richardson Hitchens. Trainer of the Rudy Hernandez, he got Judah Artani, Anthony Alasquaga. Yeah, Alasquaga, yeah. Did I miss the biscuits? Yeah, you did. I could run it back though. Who dropped biscuits? I don't even remember who dropped the biscuits. I think you did miss some biscuits from my boy Karate. Yeah, my boy Dub started it off, and then my boy Karate. So this one's for Karate and Dub starting the chat off right. Shout out to them, dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
These biscuits.
Robert is doing well this year, facts. But he did lose versus Norman when Santillan was a big. Yeah, that's a fact. Brian Norman upset Santillan. But you're gonna have ups and downs, man. I take one L for a dub against, you know, Rayo Valenzuela was an upset against Pitbull Cruz. We can't overlook that. That's his guy. Virgil Ortiz just fought a tough fight against Boachuk. Some people thought it was controversial. Of course, I thought it should have been a draw, but it was a good fight. That's a good victory. You know what I'm saying? He has Bam Rodriguez going against a legend in Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada. That's a dub. You know what I'm saying? So nah, you're gonna lose some, bro. You're gonna lose some. It's okay. We can't. I take 4. Hey, who wouldn't take 4 wins and 1 L? Who wouldn't take that? You know what I'm saying? So you can even applaud him for Santillan being in the position he was in. You know, so yeah, you're right. Giovanni Santillan being in that position, even though he lost and got upset in his hometown at his crib, it is what it is. And Panda's a good coach too. You know, Subriel Matias just got upset by Liam Paro, right, in his backyard of Puerto Rico. It comes with it, man. Ups and downs, man. You know what I'm saying? Hills and valleys. You know what I'm saying? Robert Garcia is a trainer you want that'll help your guy tap into his strengths. Facts. Great plan. Great fight plan trainer. Talk to him, Karate. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Errol Spence went with Robert Garcia, you know, since he left Derrick James, but we'll see. I've been hearing rumblings, but I don't know if it's true. Oh, Victor Vicious Ortiz, right? He has like an exhibition or something coming up. Yeah, Karate dropped. Appreciate it. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Robert Garcia, but I wouldn't be like there's a couple guys and girls that are viable for that award. I heard biscuits. I heard biscuits from the shower. I gotta get back in there. Hey yo, get your naked ass in bed. Hey yo, man out there meat swinging.
What?
Hey yo, pause.
What do you mean by that?
Man out there in the shower all wet, man. Come on, bro. Get your naked ass back in the shower, Dub. What you got going on, man? What you doing, bro? But yeah, man. So yeah, I think Robert Garcia, man. I'm not gonna say he's a shoe-in because the year's not over. We still have 4 months. It's crazy how fast this no Diddy. It's crazy how fast this year has gone by, right? 2024, man. It's crazy, but Yeah, I'm leaning towards him. What if Anthony Alasquaga, I always pronounce his name messed up, beats former world champion Jonathan Nakatani this year? Hey. Then you have reevaluate Rudy Hernandez as training of the year. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad for his inclusion. You know, I'm just leaning towards Robert Garcia. I'm not mad at that. You know, I'm not going to act like I'm familiar with all the trainers. But yeah, I'm not mad for other people up for consideration. But me personally, I'm leaning towards, even with Junto Nakatani, even with Anthony Alasquaga. You know, I think Robert Garcia has the quality wins and the quantity wins, right? So I like Robert. But yeah, man, I'll have to look more at Rudy Hernandez is stable and stuff like that. I'm familiar with Anthony Alasquaga. I'm definitely familiar with my boy Junto Nakatani is one of my favorite fighters right now. He just smashed. Who did he smash? Astrolabio, I believe, with like a body shot in the first round. It was like a jab to the body. That was a stiff Klitschko jab. But yeah, you know, he had arguably you could I want to say knockout of the year, but it was a good knockout against Alejandro Santiago, right, earlier this year, and then he followed it up with a 1-round demolition. Wasn't even really a demolition. He just got Astrolabio out there quick. So I don't know, you know, but yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that though. Me personally, I'm going with Robert Garcia right now. But like I said, you can consider Bo Mack and, like you said, Rudy Hernandez and whoever. There's some people doing some wonderful things, you know, out there as far as the training aspect goes, and but we'll see though, man. Because I mean, Bo Mack, we sometimes we get so accustomed to greatness that we don't appreciate it. What Terence Crawford did, despite what everybody's saying about Israel Madrimov not being good and Bud struggling, you know, not winning in spectacular fashion, that was great what we just saw. We just witnessed a guy go to 154 in his debut, get a championship. Like, so people could always, you could always magnify and blow up and put a microscope on the small parts that didn't meet your expectations or whatever, but you got to also emphasize the great aspects too, man. There's some fighters doing some great things, and what Terence Crawford accomplished this weekend, or last weekend rather, was nothing short of greatness. Even Virgil Ortiz, he struggled against with Boachuk, but I was my boy Just Do stream earlier, and while I was getting ready for my stream, and this guy was on there. No disrespect to him, everybody has their own opinion, but I think he was severely discrediting Israel Madrimov. I mean, not Madrimov, sorry, Virgil Ortiz. You know, and I think that's okay. You have your opinion, but I think he was also discrediting him by way of Serhii Boachuk. He was like, oh, he got knocked out by Brandon Adams. Yeah, but did you watch the whole fight? He was losing. People can get caught. These are big guys, especially Brandon Adams. He's a big, muscular guy with some power. So even though Serhii Boachuk got caught, I didn't think it was that bad, because he was winning that fight, and you could tell he just got comfortable and got caught with a big shot, a left hook to the dome piece. What can you do? You know, and he got stopped consequently, but he was winning that fight up until that point. And then he performed well against Virgil Ortiz. And not only that, he beat the hell out of Brian Mendoza. Those of you that aren't familiar with Brian Mendoza, yes, he has 4 losses, but 3 of those losses, I just dropped a video today, 3 of those losses from Brian Mendoza, being Tim Tszyu, being Serhii Boachuk, and being Ramos, they're on the Ring Magazine top 10 for the 154-pound division. So, and he's never been stopped. You know what I'm saying? And he beat one of the current champions, is Sebastian Fedora, by knockout. The fight before, Sebastian Fedora beat Tim Tszyu by a circumstantial predicament. Not knocking him, but we all know if the cut wasn't there, the fight could have potentially looked very different, right? Especially the outcome. So when you discredit these fighters, man, it's like, it either shows me that you think that every fighter has to be elite immediately, and you don't have any type of discretion or conscience when it comes to judging fighters and different levels of fighters, or you're not as educated on the sport of boxing or familiar with the sport of boxing as you claim to be, because maybe he doesn't know that Serhii Boachuk was winning when he got caught by Brandon Adams. It's disingenuous to just say that, oh, Serhii Boachuk, oh, he's not that good because he got knocked out. What? You can't lose. You can't get knocked out and be good. Excuse me, Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez, didn't he? He's one of the greatest of all time. Is he not? So you can't get caught and be great. You can't lose and be great. Tyson Fury just lost to Alexander Usyk. Is he not great? So I mean, but some people would say that Errol Spence isn't great because he just got beat up by Terrence Crawford. Some people will say that. I think that's ridiculous, and I think it's crazy. DD in the building. What's good, brethren? Bruce Gas boxing jazz. What's good, brethren? King Bruce Gas in the building. King DD in the building. What's good, brethren? I guess brethren's already plural, right? Don't need to put an S on it. Tighten up. But yeah, so I think Boachuk is good. I think the Virgil Ortiz win was good. But I do say I would have preferred a draw, but I don't think it was a robbery. But it showed Virgil Ortiz pushing through adversity, right? He overcame 2 knockdowns, and I think he has some stuff to work on, but I don't think he's bad. Do I think he could beat Bud right now? No, but that's not a knock. Like, what's wrong with not being able to beat a pound for pound 1, 2, or 3 fighter right now? Does that mean you're bad? No, you just can't beat the cream of the crop. Or we just don't think you could beat the cream of the crop. What's the word, Doc? Hope everyone day, man. Everything going good, bro. I can't complain, bro. Pleasure to have you here, man, and everybody else kicking it with your boy. So hope everything's good your way as well, brethren. But yeah, so I think this notion that fighters can't struggle is kind of ridiculous, man. Don't you struggle? Isn't that what makes you great? The struggle? Ain't that what makes you appreciate the bonus that you get at the end of the year at your job? Ain't that what makes you appreciate the promotion? Ain't that what makes you appreciate the degree? Ain't that what makes you appreciate the job acquisition, the relationship you're in, which you getting the girl or getting the boy, whatever you're into, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, getting the trophy. It's a struggle, bruh. If it comes easy, then you'll appreciate it less. So I just don't understand. Like, to me, it just screams to me that people don't know what they're talking about, or they never really succeeded in anything. Because if you succeed in this stuff, what comes with the success is the failure and the struggle. That's the part that you're supposed to try to enjoy. Because if you can enjoy the grit and the grind and the mud, and you come out the mud, then that's when you good. And that's why if you lose something, you can get it back because you done been through it before. So these people, I don't understand that, man. I'm not saying that everybody's good or everybody's great, but guys, dang, man, when somebody accomplished something, bruh, give them a week before you trash them. It ain't even been 2 weeks since man Bud got a championship at 154. People saying, oh, he struggled with Israel Madrimov, who was a nobody. How is he a nobody? He's a champion. Champions are nobodies. Come on, man. Serhii Boachuk, he was an interim champion. He's still a champion. Virgil Ortiz struggled with him, but is he trash because he struggled? Like, I don't think so. I mean, is he as good as you thought? Maybe not. Maybe he's not as good as I thought. But I anticipated, like, bro, this is what I don't get, Adrian. Please explain this to me, bro. What did we say about this fight going into it? We said this has a potential to be fight of the year. So if we think it's going to be a great fight, how can one person... Well, first of all, if it's a great fight, we anticipate it to be a great fight. We predict it's going to be a great fight. And it actually ends up being a great fight. How can we say that either participant in a great fight is trash? Isn't that contradictory? Am I tripping? I think, bro, we be thinking too much, man. Sometimes we just got to take it with a grain of salt, bro. We just got to think surface level, man. We can't scratch below the surface because I don't understand that, bro. It's a fight. Had fight of the year potential. We anticipated it to be fight of the year. So unless you're saying that both of them are trash and they're just going to put on a great fight because they're both trash, it's trash on trash. So, it's going to produce a great fight, then maybe. But I think that, I know for me, I thought it was going to be fight of the year because not only were they both good fighters, I ain't going to say great, but good fighters. And one has expectations of greatness in Virgil Ortiz, but one is also undefeated and has a 100% KO ratio going into the fight. Serhii Boachuk has a 95% KO ratio going into the fight. And he only has one loss, and he's been in there with some pretty decent fighters at 154. Brandon Adams, he came up short, but he was winning until he came up short. And then it was very similar to Alexander Gvozdyk. I don't know if you know Alexander Gvozdyk, but Alexander Gvozdyk, who just fought David Benavidez most recently, he only lost to Beterbiev, and up until the point that he got stopped in the 10th or 11th round, I believe the 10th round, he was winning the fight on 2 of the judges' scorecards. So because Gvozdyk lost to Beterbiev, is he trash? Now that he lost to Benavidez? No, because you know why he's not trash? Because he beat the undefeated light heavyweight champion at the time in Adonis Superman Stevenson. So he has accomplishments as well. So Serhii Boachuk, he lost to Brandon Adams. He's not on the level of Gvozdyk and Beterbiev, neither one of them in that equation. But I'm just saying the similarities because these guys are fighting for an interim belt. They're not fighting for a unified belt. They're not fighting for undisputed. They're fighting for an interim belt, meaning that there's levels to this. So for for interim belt status, these guys are pretty good. It was a pretty good matchup because Serhiy Boachuk just beat the hell out of Mendoza. Oh, Mendoza beat Sebastian Fedora. Excuse me, Sebastian Fedora is the full champion of 2 of the belts in that same division that we're discussing. So if you shared the ring with a guy who beat the guy who is currently the guy, how can you be trash? You may not be great. You may not be very good. You know what I'm saying? Your goodness may be questionable, but you can't be trash, in my personal opinion, unless you're just disrespectful. So I think a lot of people are disrespectful of accomplishments and accolades, in my personal opinion. But yeah, so I just don't get that whole notion. Like, Virgil Ortiz may have disappointed us, yeah. Maybe you expected him not to struggle with Serhiy Boachuk, but I think that just demonstrates that you're not familiar with Serhiy Boachuk. Every good fighter has a hiccup along the road. Talk to him. Just ask the 4 king. Right. Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, and Duran. Adrian, that's my point. Don't we want people to be like, rest in peace, Marvin Hagler? Don't we want them to be like Thomas Hitman Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran? Don't we want them to all fight each other? We say that, right? But then if Hagler loses to Hearn, Hagler's trash. If Hearn loses to Leonard, Hearn is trash. If Leonard loses to Duran, Leonard's trash. If Duran loses to Hagler, Duran is trash. Come on, bro. Come on. And then we say, oh no, it's Floyd's fault why fighters don't want to hold on to their, oh no, it's our fault. Because every time a fighter loses, we say they're trash. And fighters hear that, especially with social media. You know, it was different back in the day with Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, and Duran. It was hard to communicate with people. You had to communicate not even through text on the phone. You had to communicate through handwritten letters and see what people said about you in the newspaper article. Now, all you got to do is flick up your phone and hop in Twitter. Come on, bro. That's it. Everybody has a voice. And, you know, and that's good and bad. Combi Box said Virgil landed way more shots during the entire fight. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, DD. I think, me personally, I think Virgil won. Like I said, I would have been more. Well, let me rephrase that. I thought it was more appropriate to be a draw because I do respect the fact that he was a champion. However, I thought Virgil Ortiz won more rounds. But Serhiy Boachuk had 2 knockdowns in the first round and the 7th round or 8th round. I can't quite remember, so don't quote me. But he had 2 knockdowns, and I thought he won both those rounds. I know some people are saying that. I think they're questioning the 8th round. Like, even though he got the knockdown, they thought he was losing that round. I disagree. I thought that it was a close round, which there was a couple close rounds, but I thought he won both the rounds that he knocked him down in my personal opinion. But, you know, it is what it is. It was a close fight, man. I'm not mad at it. I would love to see a rematch, but for their own sake, I don't think they should have a rematch immediately because if you do that type of fight, a dog fight, then you have a rematch, that's going to definitely reduce their longevity in the sport of boxing. I'll tell you that. So I would love to see the rematch, but they might be hesitant. They might be hesitant to have that immediately because that fight was a banger. That fight was a banger. So, but yeah, man. But yeah, I saw the copy box numbers because didn't Oscar De La Hoya pointed it out? I think while I think that, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, DD, I believe Serhiy threw more, but I think Virgil landed at a higher rate, right? He had a higher percentage of landed of shots landed, but I believe Serhiy threw more. So yeah, I don't know. Benavidez is old school. He don't seem scared to lose his own. I agree. I like the way he moves his. No, me too. That's why I don't get how you could be about. And no, I'm not saying that anybody's infallible or perfect, right, Adrian? But I don't know. Like, you know me, man. You've been around the stream long enough. Who's my 2 favorite fighters? Cinnamon and Tank. You know what I'm saying? Those are my 2 favorite fighters right now to watch. However, I don't feel compelled because I like Cinnamon to dislike Benavidez. Like, El Monstro, to me, I really, be honest with you, I really don't understand how can you not like a fighter like David Benavidez. The man's humble. The man says all the right things. I know I can understand if you don't, sometimes, you know, he slips up on his professionalism, right? When he was on that little, you know, that booger sugar, that cocaine, that white girl, you know what I'm talking about? And then, of course, when he came in overweight a couple times. So, you know, that might turn you off if you're a boxing, not just purist, but like a boxing stickler. You know, because I ain't gonna lie, it turned me off when Janabek missed weight to the point the fight was canceled because he fainted. Like, I thought that's ridiculous. You know, I think he should be stripped. I still think he should be stripped. But, you know, sometimes things happen, you know what I'm saying? But I don't understand how people don't like Dave Benavidez. Like, to me, it's crazy because on one hand, the groupies of Canelo will say that he's the best, but then on the other hand, they say it's disrespectful for guys that are considered the best, or as far as are the most able to challenge the best. They think that they shouldn't call him out. You should call him out. It's like Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis called out Gervonta Tank Davis. Do I think that Keyshawn Davis deserves to fight Tank? No. But do I think he should be calling him out? Yes. Who should he be calling out? The guys behind him? Of course, if you're coming up the hill, you trying to knock off the dude on the hill. It's not called King of the Valley. The game is called King of the Hill. Ain't nobody fighting down there. You feel me? Ain't nobody fighting at the bottom. They fighting. They might be fighting at the bottom for the opportunity to fight the dude at the top. But it's called King of the Hill, not the King of the Valley, bro. Like, you're not calling out people behind you or down the hill. You're calling people out that's above you, because that's the one you're trying to fight. So I just don't understand this notion that it's disrespectful to call out people that are better than you. He's supposed to. Does that mean that he should get the fight? I'm talking about Keyshawn Davis now. No. But who should he be calling out? Abdullah Mason? He should be calling. Oh, my bad. He should be calling out Andy Cruz because they had an amateur history, right? And everybody cares about amateur fights all of a sudden. Yeah, he should be calling out Andy Cruz, who just struggled with Antonio Moran until he stopped him. But come on, bro. You're right, Doc. Oscar receipts were on point. Yeah. Okay, appreciate it, DD. Yep. Booger on that booger sugar. Yes, sir. Yo, TR in the building. He said, TR says, hello, cool. I was praying there was no panel. Yeah, bro, I apologize for that yesterday, bro. Overwhelmed by panels with people cussing. I agree, TR. So I apologize to the stream, man. That does get overwhelming, man. I like to have a discussion, and you know what I'm saying? Now, that don't mean, shout out to Kendrick and shout out to Ty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kendrick and Ty. Like, I like having the discussion, don't get me wrong, but I agree with you. Like, the cursing, I don't want my channel to become like that. So, I apologize for that, man. We do. It was occasional. That was one time, and sometimes we will have instances like that. Hell, I'm human, but I agree. I also don't like panels that are just get a little bit out of control. Sometimes it can be funny, but then a lot of times it can be overwhelming. So I'm with you on that. I apologize. Appreciate you coming back through though. But yeah, I like Benavidez a lot, man. I like El Monstro a lot. He's actually on my pound for pound list, Adrian. I don't know about you, but my pound for pound list right now looks something like I got Bud number 1 after moving up to 154 and claiming the title. I got Usyk number 2. I got Inoue number 3. Number 4, I have Cinnamon. Number 5, I have Bivol. Number 6, I have Tank. Number 7, I have I said Tank. Number 7, I have Jesse Bam Rodriguez. So I have Bam. Number 8, I have David Benavidez. Number 9, I have Number 9, I have Artur Beterbiev. And number 10, I'm not sure on number 10. Sometimes it depends on what day you ask me. Sometimes I have Junto Nakatani. Sometimes I have Devin Haney. Sometimes I have Tyson Fury. So it depends on what day you ask me. Right now, today, I'm probably going with I don't know. Maybe Junto Nakatani, because we were just talking about him. I like Junto Nakatani a lot, but that'd be my top 10. But sometimes I might have Shakur Stevenson there. Sometimes I might have Devin Haney. Sometimes I might have Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury is probably the most deserving because he only lost to Usyk. That was to determine the first undisputed heavyweight in a quarter century. So I definitely think Tyson Fury belongs on there. You can make an argument for Errol Spence because he only has 1 loss. I don't care how brutal it was. It was still only 1 loss to the guy that is considered 1, 2, or 3, right? I feel like the top 3 have to be, and to me, the top 3 are interchangeable, but it has to be a combination of either Bud, Usyk, and Inoue, in my opinion. There's only one channel that bad, H-Bob, even new media was discussing them 8-hour streams arguing. Yeah, that's I'm not knocking it. It's just not for me. It's not what I want to do. I'm not knocking anybody's channel, man. You get it how you fit in, and I don't want to knock anybody's channel for having a different style. It's not me, but what works for me and my desires and my intentions for the channel is not that. I'll tell you. My boy Ty in the building. King Ty in the building. But yeah, don't worry. I implemented a new rule and a new countdown. So I'm still going to have people call in, but I'm going to put them on a timer. So that'll help avoid that. So the only people that won't be on a timer are the people that have, whether they're a member or they build some type of a rapport or reputation of being able to engage in dialogue and still remain civilized and cordial and considerate of others when it comes to speaking on the mic, bro. Like, if you get no one person can dominate, and that's what leads into the screaming and yelling, is because one person is trying to dominate the mic, bro. No, let other people get their thoughts off too and finish a complete freaking thought in a sentence, bro. You over here trying to overwhelm everybody because you talking loud. I'm not going, man. I'm not going, bro. We shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. He said, you missed it. Illuminati confessed. Oh, yeah. So we were right, man. And shout out to you. And Kendrick gave you your credit for initiating the suspicious activity. I asked about it. Doc, who do you think are the slickest boxers in our current generation? Ooh. DD, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, it's not gonna be crazy because if you know I like boxing, man, and I know sometimes I just tell the truth. So sometimes when I tell the truth, people think that I'm hard on somebody or I don't like somebody. I like Lomachenko, but he ducked Shakur and he ducked Tank. With that said, I think Lomachenko is probably the slickest boxer right now of our current, like in our current generation. You talking about like now in the last 5 years, the slickest boxer. I think you could look at Boo Boo Andrade, even though he didn't really demonstrate that for the entire duration of the fight against Benavidez, but he was looking very good toward like the first 5 rounds. He was showing some slickness. But if you're talking about like slickness and slipping and stepping and making people miss, I might have to go with the Matrix, man. But let me think about it a little bit. That's a good question, bro. I like that question. Slickest boxer right now. So I'm not counting Floyd. So I'm talking about, I'm probably going back last 5 years. I'm not because of course Floyd would be very slick. I think Boots demonstrates some slickness. But once again, it's a caliber of opponents that's lacking. Not saying he's bad, but you know, I think he's great. But his caliber is kind of lacking. Canelo, a lot of people sleep on Canelo's head movement, man. He might have the best head movement in the game. We just talking about from the neck up, shoulder up. He probably has the best head movement. Not probably. I would lean towards him as having the best head movement in boxing right now for a long time too. But of course, you could say like guys like Ben Whitaker, right? Ben Whitaker, he's looking like Prince Nazim Ahmed over there in England, and a mixture of Prince Nazim Ahmed and Emmanuel Augustus, right? The Drunken Master. But I kind of say that is slickness. Of course, you have to be slick to do that. But once again, the level of competition, he only has like 10 or 11 fights. So I think I'm gonna comfortably go unless I'm missing somebody. I would comfortably go with Lomachenko. Shakur is a good fighter. I just don't find his style opinion. You're not wrong for that, Adrian. I'm entitled to my own opinion. Of course you are. Absolutely. He talks a good game, but don't want to mix it up. I kind of give him the benefit of the doubt, man. But you know me, I like to give fighters the benefit of the doubt. He says that he will. I'm with you. I don't really trust it, but I gotta, I'm a little suspicious, but I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. If he says he wants Tank, until I can see definitively otherwise, then I'm gonna say I'm gonna believe him. But you know what I'm saying? It's documented that Loma said that he's not in the mood to fight Tank, and obviously he could have, if he really wanted Shakur. It's documented that Shakur's been calling him out since 2019, and they've been on the same top-ranked promotion, so that fight could have been easily facilitated. In the fight that doesn't happen, and Shakur calling him Duckchenko and Scarychenko, then I think that's enough for me to know that he's ducking Shakur as well. But I can't say the same for Shakur in regards to Tank. I'm not really convinced that he really wants it. But then again, to be fair, on the flip side, I'm not really fully convinced. As much as I like Tank, I'm not fully convinced that he wants Shakur either. Because I'm sorry, I'm just not really fully convinced that they all want each other. Because because I feel like that those fights should happen.
What?
I ain't tripping. Shakur is the slickest by the numbers. Well, I think slick is different, Kendra. I think slick and not getting hit are two different things. I don't really think Shakur is slick. Don't get me wrong. He's slick, but the slickest, yes, you're right. So by definition, when you think of it, slick and not being hit are almost synonymous. But here's the difference. Shakur makes you miss by being out of range and dictating the range. When I say slickness, I'm talking about being in the pocket and you know what I'm saying, make you slip and miss like a Floyd or even like a Joe Calzaghe, or you know what I'm saying, seeing the punches and reacting, or you know what I'm saying, like that. Shakur does do that as well. I'm not saying he doesn't do that. He definitely does that. But I more so consider him, what he does, as, like I said, being a master at dictating the range and getting in and out. Like I always give the analogy, I feel like he's the opposite of a rear view mirror. Like when a rear view mirror says the objects are closer than they appear, I think Shakur is the opposite of that. He's the contrary of that. When it comes to Shakur, he's much further than he appears. So that's why a lot of fighters lunge towards him. So I wouldn't really call that slickness, but he does accomplish the same thing as being slick would do, right? Making people miss. So I would say it's just a nuance difference. But nah, I see what you're saying though, for sure. Shakur isn't as slick as Loma though. Right, yeah, I agree, DD. Shakur is athletic to move away from punches, but Loma uses footwork and hand movement right, and later movement to evade punches levels beyond. Facts, I agree. But that's not to knock. So if we're saying evasive, then slick being slick is a way of being evasive, but all evasion isn't being slick, if that makes sense. It's like an apple is a fruit, but all fruit isn't an apple. You know what I'm saying? You can have orange, you know what I'm saying? You can have a pear, pineapple type stuff. But no, Shakur is slick. I just think he's not as slick as Loma for the slickness that I'm thinking of. As far as a dude being in front of you, Shakur is the slickest, has the best upper body movement and a master of distance. Yeah, he's a master of distance. But yeah, I don't think that's the same thing necessarily. So, and I'm not sure he's as slick as Loma, in my opinion. Now he might be. Now if we talk about Loma, the Loma we just saw against Kambosos, maybe he's as slick now. But we were talking about the last 5 years, so we were talking about, you know what I'm saying. That's why I said the duration. You said I'm kind of lost. To me, like, okay, so how can I explain it? Like I said, well, I mean, I'll just be Loma be. Bro, we said the last 5. Okay, so I can show you let me pull up a highlight right now. I've never seen Shakur do this. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Maybe this could. And like I said, keep in mind, we said the last 5 years. We didn't say the last year. We didn't say his last performance. He asked of this. He said of this generation. He didn't say of today. Those are two different. You gotta look at the question as well. But let me show up a Lomachenko. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this. He said, I'm confused. Loma be getting hit. You right, he gets hit. Come on, bro. Hopefully I don't think I should get copyrighted. Hopefully I don't. Come on, bro. Doing the matador on him. Now watch him. Watch him. Come on, man. Look at it. He looked at it, bro, and still dodged it. Looked at it. Bop. Come on, bro. Come on now. Whap. Come on. You see me, though, Kendrick. I just got highlights on deck. Bro, we really do this boxing thing over here, bro. I just got highlights on deck. That was just a random highlight that I have just in the pocket like that. You know what I'm saying? In the safe. So anytime, you know what I'm saying, you want a Floyd highlight, I got you. You want a Canelo head movement highlight, I got you, bro. Come on, bro. That's what we do, man. I just got it on deck like that. And you see, this is not even YouTube either. This is my Windows Media Player up here. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me, man. I really be watching this boxing and doing my research. Wow, look at that. Come on. Dodged 2 shots right there. Look. And then he played him. So after he dodged it, he mocked him and said like this. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. You got to come on now. He missed twice and then he goes like he's swinging in the air. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Come on, bro. Give my boy his credit now. Look at this. And then mocks him, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's just one, too. I can give you some more. You want some more? You want? I think you want some more. Hold on, I got you. I think they want some. I think you want some more. Hold on, I got you. I think you want some more. I'm gonna give you some more. I'm gonna give you some more. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We gotta give credit where credit is due now. Look. Look at that. Dodged it. Come on, bro. This one hurt me. This is my boy Nicholas Walters. But yeah, I ain't gotta show no more, bro. No, I ain't gotta show no more, man. Y'all get the point, man. Come on, bro. That's just 2. That's just 2. That's just 2 in the archives. You feel me? I get what you're saying, though, Doc. Loma is the slickest when the fighter isn't moving their feet. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can say that. Yeah. We can say that. Facts, Doc. No hate on Shakur, just opinion. Yeah. No hate on Shakur. Absolutely no. No. So I would say Shakur is definitely up there. Pull up the Shakur highlights. Max kept. Now I gotta pull up all the highlights, Mike. You see how they don't let you breathe, bro? You show one highlight, now they want more. I give you an inch, you want a mile. Come on, bro. Just chill, little Weaver. Just chill. Come on, bro. You see how they ain't never satisfied, man. I'm gonna give you this, and you know me. Now this is one fighter that when people say I hate on him, I will kinda accept it. But Joe Calzaghe, that dude's slick too. Joe Calzaghe is slick too. I'm gonna show you a Joe Calzaghe joint. This man took all me back. Hold on real quick, chat. Let me go check on my dogs real quick. I'm gonna run this ad. I'll be right back. Yo, it's your boy Doc again. I know you sitting there like, did this Doc just run his own commercial? Yes. Yes, I did. In the middle of the street, we run our own ads. That's what we do right here. So when you see other boxing channels implement the same idea, I don't mind people biting us. But dang, at least give us some credit. So those of you that are rocking with me, you're already a part of the best boxing channel on YouTube.
That's a fact, ain't it? Ain't it? All right, then.
You already caught up. Those that don't know, the rest of the world, they just got to catch up, baby. You know, and they eventually will, you know, because we bring y'all unfiltered, unbiased, raw, and educated and funny boxing takes, man, with accurate information. Can they all say the same? Of course they can. So let's get right to it, man. Why do you want to become a member of this channel? Because we already told you we're the best, but it does come along with perks, you know what I'm saying? First off, you can join at the STREETZ gang prospect level, you know. It's only $2.99. I know times is rough right now, but you can still I'm back. So yeah, but I want to also, Kendrick and Ty definitely have a good point though, you know, by numbers, and the goal of being slick is to make people miss. So if you want to include, you know, because that is kind of distance manipulation too, but I was saying just a different way to accomplish the same goal, I guess. You know, I think that there is a, because if, and I know that this is hypothetical, right? I might be overstepping a little bit, but let's say, hypothetically speaking, Sebastian Fundora let me find out you watch battle rap, duh. What you mean Briz versus Arsenal? You talking about Briz Rawstream? Briz Rawstream? My boy Briz? What you talking about, bro? Let me find out you watch battle rap, bro. Briz Rawstein and Arsenal having a second battle? Because Briz Rawstein killed him the first time. Unless you talking about something else. Because you said UFC. Let me make sure I ain't lost. I might be tripping. Cause let me find out there's a it was all your commercial. Huh? Oh, who you said UFC? I'm about to say I know URL. I'm lost, dub. I ain't gonna hold you. You know I be lost sometimes, bro. After hearing your rationale, I would switch it up and say Shakur is the most defensively sound. I'm cool with that. I agree with that. 1,000%, Ty. 1,000%. I'm with you on that. So I'm not slighting Shakur. I just think that when we talk about slick, I think there's different, not even levels, because I'm not saying that Loma's at another level in terms of being evasive. I'm just saying just that portion of slickness. I think there's different styles and different paths to take and different methods of execution of avoiding it. Yeah, I guess slick is subjective. Yeah, true. I'm black and from the Bronx. I better watch battle. That's a fact, Dub. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's mandatory for you. You should have been in. You should have been in some of the recordings with Smack. You should have been in some of the recordings in those what is it, in those videotape shops. What they used to call it, the Lions Den. Out there with Loaded Lux and all them, bro, with the camcorder, man, on the block with it. Yeah, I haven't seen a good. When's the last good battle I watched, bro? I haven't seen it. What's the last good battle I watched? I watched what's the name was pretty good. Was it Averb and Ill Will? That was pretty good. I was surprisingly good because I think Averb trash. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if you ask me who's the most overrated battle rapper, bro, I'll say Averb, bro. That was kind of disrespectful. They ain't trash, but guys, dang it, that boy ass. Rap is dead. Smack DVDs, yes sir. Smack DVDs. That's a whole era right there, man. Who's your favorite battle rapper though? My favorite battle rapper is Briz Rawstein. Yeah, that's my favorite. Briz Rawstein and Av. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no saving them. It's about to be a crazy one. Briz versus Arse. It's about to be a crazy one. Mike said T-Rex, that's an OG right there, man. Yeah, T-Rex straight. T-Rex to me, he's like hit or miss. Like he's either really on or he really off. But T-Rex, I think the last battle I seen with T-Rex was him versus I can see his face, bruh. Shoot, man. What's his name, bruh? K something. Big K and T-Rex was pretty good. That was a pretty good battle. I was surprised. Verb been ass since he got cooked, but facts. K-Shine cooked him. That boy said the hole so big I mess around and walk through him. Come on. K-Shine cooked a Verb, boy. He said I put a hole so big I mess around and walk through him. But you know, Verb did beat Hitman Holla though with that message. What he said to his dad. He said, "Hey, yo, Big Gerald, that's how you talk to your son." Saying that goofy stuff, yeah. But yeah, I like Briz and Av, man. Av go crazy. There's some other fighters. I mean, there's some other battle rappers that I like as well, of course. But because Twerk, when he on, he does good too. But he choke a lot. You know how that go. I think Chess is good, but he had that little acid reflux or whatever he got going on. You know, what's my boy Tay Rock? He good for a couple lines. He good for a couple performances type stuff. Like sometimes he missed too. But I like Briz and Av because they're always so consistent, man. K-Shine had a nice run. Facts. Briz and Chess Rum. Ooh, yeah, Rum. I think, bro. I shouted out. I don't know if you see the video, Dub. I shouted out Rum. What was the fight that was just said is gonna be in Arizona? Whatever fight I made a video about that's gonna be hosted in Arizona. I shouted out Rum. I said that's the home of Rum Nitty. If you know, you know. I can't remember who somebody's fighting in Arizona, bro. I made a video about it too. I don't remember who it was. Now that's the he said that's the drugs when it comes to chess. I don't know. He said it's something he born with, man. So you saying this is drugs? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm just going off what he said. K-Shine did have a nice run. Wavy said he walked like a zombie with it. The Bam fight. Thank you, bro. Yep. Right. That's it. I don't remember the date. There's so many. I think it was November or something. November 20th or something. Might be so many fights, so much news that we report on, bro. A lot of boxing news. You know what's crazy? When I first started this channel, Dub, I was like, I didn't know what to make videos on. You can even ask Ty. I would holler at Ty about it sometimes. I'd be like, bro, and I holler at my homies too before I made the channel. I didn't holler at Ty before I made the channel, but over the course of having the channel too, I hit up Ty sometimes. Be like, man, you think I should make a video about this? You'd be like, heck yeah, you should make a video. You know, so shout out to Ty for that encouragement there. But I was like, man, when I first got into it, I was like, man, I'm not gonna be able to make that many videos. I was like, bro, what am I gonna talk about? There's no news in boxing like that. Because I've always watched boxing, but I used to just watch the fights. I wasn't getting into the banter, the back and forth, the messages people were saying, or you know what I'm saying, or like the what was going on with the promoters, and I wasn't into that stuff. I'm relatively new to that stuff. Like all the information I would know is just from me literally just watching the fights and me and my homies talking about it, or maybe going to a few fights and then hearing some things or something like that. But I wasn't like knowing like the day-to-day stuff and so much activity, and drama, so I was mistaken. But there might be so much. Like sometimes there's slow days, of course, but when it comes to the news and boxing, bro, there's so much stuff you could talk about. And a lot of it be petty, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about though. But yeah, speaking of that too, man, I wanted to talk about what the heck did I want to talk about? There's something else I want to talk about. Oh yeah, Berlanga, man. How y'all feel about Berlanga, man? What percentile we giving him as a chance to victory? What are we talking about, man? We giving him a 40% chance, 50%? I don't think anybody give him 50% chance. Give him a 40% chance, 30%, 25. What we doing? 10? Don't go below 10%, bro. Come on, don't be disrespectful. At least 10, bro. What we doing? What Smoochie in the building? Queen Smoochie in the building. What to do? I'm thinking I'm giving him a smooth 30% chance, 25, quarter of a chance. You know what I'm saying? Give him a smooth 25% chance to win. I think that excuse me, where he messed up at 20. Yeah, I'm cool. Okay, see, I'm telling you, me and Smooch should be on the same page. I'm gonna give him a 20. I'll give him 25. I think with Berlanga, what worries me though, I think this is great if it was true, but I don't think it's true, so I think it's terrible. I think that Berlanga is going to be more strategic than or try to be more methodical, more strategic than he has ever been. And I don't know if you want to make such a drastic change against a great, but he does have to make a change. So I'm not knocking him for trying to change, but what he's been saying is that he was going to outsmart Canelo. He was going to play a mental game. He was going to counter Canelo. None of those things I've seen him demonstrate. So if you couldn't demonstrate those three things against lesser opponents, what would make me believe that you would demonstrate it against a better opponent? But it has been done before, right? Rayo Valenzuela. I've always said that Rayo Valenzuela loves to engage. I've never seen him get in a fight where he doesn't literally get into a fight. You know what I'm saying? In an exchange and a bang. And that's why I thought Isaac Pitbull Cruz was going to beat him. And I was very wrong. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rayo. And he impressed me, man. I didn't think he had the capability to do that. So could Berlanga do it? Maybe. Was Rayo bigger than Isaac Pitbull Cruz? Yeah. And do people acknowledge that Isaac Pitbull Cruz is small for 140? Yeah. So, you know, so like I'm not saying it's the same exact thing because there's some deficiencies there that Rayo could and obviously did take advantage of. And I did say that what he would have to do to win. And I said that he would have to do what he did. I just thought that he was incapable of doing it and executing it. But he proved me wrong. So shout out to Rayo. But with that being said, I'm not sure. I just think that might be just too much. That might be too much pressure, man. I don't know, you know. Figuratively and literally. I think he's going to have too much pressure from Canelo bearing down on him and too much pressure in the moment. You know, like the lights and all that stuff on the big stage. And I just don't foresee Berlanga being able to outsmart Canelo. And I'm not disrespecting his intelligence. I just never seen it demonstrated before, you know. And I think with Canelo, as far as being in there a high IQ opposition, I don't think Berlanga would even be close to the highest IQ opposition that Canelo has faced, right? And of course, starting off right out the gate, probably the smartest fighter to ever be in the ring, most cerebral fighter that is, and Floyd Mayweather. Berlanga's no Floyd. I think that, Miguel Cotto, Berlanga, he might be Puerto Rican like Cotto. He's no Cotto as far as intelligence goes. Triple G, you know, I think sometimes people underestimate because we're so enamored with his power. He had a good jab, very fundamentally sound, and he knew how to cut the ring off and think before you and kind of know where you were going to go before you go there, especially when he's applying his pressure. So do I think he's more, from that standpoint, his ring generalship better than Triple G? No. Caleb Plant, I know Canelo actually said that. He said, do you think you have more intelligence? You think you're smarter than Plant? So I don't think he is either. That one is more debatable, I guess, and harder to prove. But yeah, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. But yeah, I give him a 25% chance. 11% is the only chance. I said don't go below 10. My boy gave him a 1% more chance. Nah, bro, you disrespectful, bro. This man said 11%. You might as well said 10.1%.
Here you go. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm tired of that. It was so disrespectful.
Exactly, Ty. You said it right there. That would be an absolute surprise because Berlanga lacks a technical ability and patience. I agree 1,000%, man. I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
Canelo, the money maker. They not letting Berlanga mess up the money. Yeah, but even if they let him, I don't know if he'd be able to. You know what I'm talking about, Rolo? Shout out to Rolo in the chat. What's good? Even if somebody wanted to let him, you know, I think, you know, I don't know. I think Canelo, he's definitely the money maker, but I don't want to say that to imply that's why he wins, right? Because Canelo's a beast. He's a money maker because he's a beast, in my opinion. You know, Canelo Cinnamon's he's a monster in that ring, and he definitely deserves the position he's in as a face of boxing. So, with that being said, I agree that they're not going to mess with the money maker, but I don't think that they will have the opportunity. You know, I think Canelo's going to dominate him more so than he dominated Munguia. Well, I think he's another formidable. Well, I shouldn't say another. I think he is a formidable, capable fighter. Berlanga is a serviceable, decent fighter, but yeah, I think he's just out of his league right now. But this is perfect for him, right? He could prove us wrong. it should be music to his ears, man. I have motivation because everybody, like you said, he has a lot of doubters, but it's not necessarily. I mean, it is doubting him, of course, but I think more of his doubters and detractors come from the fact that we know what Canelo brings to the table. Canelo has over 60-something fights. He's been fighting since he was 15. We've been seeing him fight, you know what I'm saying, from Floyd all the way up to most recently Munguia, you know what I'm saying. In between that, you had Bivol and Kovalev and Triple G and Mosley and, you know, Austin, no doubt, Trout, you know what I'm saying, and undefeated prospects at the time. So I just think we just recognize and acknowledge the greatness of Cinnamon. I elaborated, though. I gave a crazy take with my reasoning. Oh, I missed it? Where? I don't see it. His only chance of winning is a knockout that's contingent on what Canelo shows up. Yeah, okay, which Canelo shows up. That would be an absolute surprise. Yeah, you did with the patience and ability. Yeah, I read that. Munguia versus Berlanga should have happened instead of them fighting. I agree. But I'm going to be honest, Didi, and I don't think Berlanga... Once Berlanga, so I don't know if you caught this, and if you caught it, then you can stop me. But so before when Berlanga, I made a post about it. I didn't make a video, but I dropped a post. Smoochie commented on this post, so I know that she probably remembers. But when Berlanga was in position after he beat Padraig McCrory, he got #1 and was the mandatory for the WBA. And he came out with a post on Twitter that said, "Yes, sir, I'm the #1. I'm the mandatory. Bring me Canelo." And then whoever the head of the WBA is, he said he came out and said, Mr. Jackson, you're not the mandatory for Canelo. You're the mandatory for David Morrell. I ain't hear another tweet, a chirp or nothing. Not a tweet. That boy, all that bird chirping, all that chirping stopped. Edgar Berlanga, once he found out that, he ain't say nothing. So my point of saying that is that I don't think he wants to fight Dave Morrell. I don't think he wants to fight Dave Benavidez, Jaime Munguia, or any other top contender at 168, whether it's Caleb Plant. Obviously, Caleb Plant been calling him out and challenging him. He's been refusing. I don't think that if I don't even think he will fight Sergey Derevyanchenko, even though he's 38. You know, even though he damn near 40.
Damn! I'm sorry.
I don't think he will fight Sergey either, but I don't think he will fight Christian and Billy, is who I went to say. I don't think he will fight Christian and Billy. I don't even think he'll fight Diego Pacheco. I think he could be Diego Pacheco. But yeah, he didn't say, yeah, he should have read the WBA rules, right? Facts. So I say that to say that I don't think that he would have fought Munguia. And he thought he was a mandatory because he forgot that Morrell was an interim champion and Canelo was a super, right, being undisputed. So now that Dave Morrell has left, right, he had his debut at 175 against Hot Rod Kaladzik, right, on the August 3rd card of Terence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. Now that he's at light heavyweight, that opened him up to be in the position that he's in now. Even though, like Ty said, he's not technically the mandatory, but he is ranked #1 in WBA. So, yeah, because I'm not even sure if David Morrell gave up his interim belt yet at 168. I'm not sure. But yeah, crazy. He just want the money. I'm not mad at that though, Didi. You know what I'm saying? This is their job. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to get the most bang for their buck? You know, who doesn't want to get the most out of their job? You know, I know that's a little, I guess that's more of a sentimental way to look at it, but that's the reality, right? These are their jobs, and if you're gonna get your ass whooped, you might as well get the most money possible. Because I ain't gonna lie, Didi. I don't think Berlanga beats Canelo. I don't think he beats Morrell. I don't think he beats Benavidez. I don't think he beats Plant. I don't think he beats Munguia. I don't think he beats Mbili. I don't think he beats Jamal Charlo if he comes back, which he's inactive right now. But if he was to come back, I don't think he beats Jamal Charlo. I think him and Diego Pacheco is a good fight. I would probably lean towards Berlanga and him versus Pacheco, but that's it. I think everybody else beats him. I think all the other title holders and contenders beat it. Some people will argue that Osleys Iglesias, you know, the up and comer 168 pounder, he's that one. You know, he's that super middleweight. Some people will say that he beats him. So, and while I'm not advocating for fighters to only be worried about the money, but I think it will be ignorant of us and disingenuous of us. I should not say ignorant, but disingenuous of us for act like these fighters shouldn't be trying to get the most lucrative deals they can or lucrative fights they can. So I don't knock him for that. But when he comes out and says stuff like, "Oh yeah, I'll fight anybody," now you're lying. And then when he says that, I got to tell him,
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
because we know you won't fight anybody. That's cap. Crazy just wants money. Yeah. Amir Berlanga Khan last. man called him Amir Berlanga Khan, bro. No, he gonna get put to sleep like Khan, bro. He won't fight nobody. But yeah, I agree. I don't think he'll fight. I'm not saying that he won't fight anybody after Canelo, post Canelo. He's not gonna fight anybody before Cinnamon, and I kind of don't blame him. Berlanga want the Canelo check to fight the others and lose would knock his position. Yeah, facts. Exactly, Rolo. Exactly. Rolot. Excuse me, Rolot. Anybody else, he has a good chance of losing. He know it will push him back from ever gaining a big fight like it. Right, exactly, Smoochie. WBA rules dictates that all mandatories fight the regular champion. WBA Super has no mandatory, so they can unify or make the fight. Facts. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Appreciate you elaborating on that. But yeah, so I just think that, you know, when he acted like he'll fight Caleb Plant, no, you won't. He acted like he'll fight David Benavidez, no, you won't. He acted like he'll fight David Morrell, no, you won't. You know what I'm saying? So. And like I said, I'm not necessarily here to knock it, you know, and you know, I'm not gonna be oblivious to the fact that they do fight for money. You know, that's what they subjectify themselves to a lot of punishment, you know, so they should get compensated on one hand. But on the other hand, it's like we do want to see great fights too from a consumer standpoint. So I'm with you, but at the same time, you know, I'm not knocking them for that. I don't blame Berlanga for fighting Canelo. If anything, I could blame Cinnamon for fighting Berlanga, you know, because who wouldn't? Hell, I'll fight Canelo if the opportunity presented itself. So, you know, but it's on Canelo to try to challenge himself if he wants to, if he desires that, or do whatever is required of his position as a champ, right? If it's a mandatory that they want you to fight, whether it's WBC, WBA, IBF, whatever, WBO, then you gotta fulfill those obligations or adhere to those rules. But like I say, he's in a position, man, to gotta kind of respect his position as well, because no matter what we do, we all want to be in a position where we could call our own shots, you know what I'm saying, and make our own decision and make our own moves and get compensated handsomely for it, you know. So I can't knock him for that, and as a life, in regards to life, right? That's the American dream he's living. I'll be Canelo. I ain't gonna lie, Smoochie. You might get lubed up on that one. I ain't gonna lie. I might feel sorry for you, you know. If it was any time you gonna get lubed up, you might get lubed up on that fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I actually put thought into it, can't hate Berlanga because he has enough stain on his name while not being a legitimate threat. Landed him the biggest fit. Yeah, fact. You can't get mad at Berlanga. You can get mad at the position that Berlanga's in. You can get mad at the fight as a whole, but you can't get mad at anybody fighting. You can't get mad at Crawford. You can't get mad at Jermell Charlo. You can't get mad at none of these boys for fighting the face of. I mean, it's the same thing, bro. We see the same thing with Floyd. I thought the Floyd fight versus Triple G was stupid. People say they wanted Triple G to fight Floyd. You couldn't get mad at Triple G if he wanted the Floyd fight. You can't get mad at Paul Punisher Williams for wanting a Floyd fight. Errol Spence, Keith One-Time Thurman. You can't get mad at these. Tim Bradley or whoever else, you know, wanted or didn't want it. Terrence Crawford. You can't get mad at that, bro. Conor McGregor, Ronda Rousey. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at them for wanting it. That don't mean that they should get it because they want it, but can't get mad at them for chasing the paper. Doc pulling out that wet. Hey yo. Hey yo. That wet anything is crazy.
What do you mean by that?
Lubed up, what we doing? That might have been before your time, Ty. That might have been before your time. That's Smoochie saying. That's Smoochie said. Smoochie. She done chilled on it as of late, but that was Smoochie's thing right there. I got that from her. That's how I don't think you were here for the lubathon. Yeah, right. Oh, lubation. Excuse me. Right, the lubation. Yeah, he wasn't here for the lubation. I think that was before his time. Facts. I'm coming through the ropes and calling spots like we are WWE. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get into that ring and take a bigger dive than Woody versus right. Woodley, Tyron Woodley, make it off my boy Tyron Woodley, bro. Cancelo is crazy versus Berlanga headbutt. He did head. Who did he headbutt? No, he bit somebody, wasn't it, Dub? He bit Angulo, right? Who did he bite again? Yeah, Berlanga wildin'. That's a fact. I almost forgot about when he bit Buddy. He definitely bit Buddy. Hey, yo. Guess what my first job was? Hey yo. I don't think we want to know if it has anything to do with lube, Ty. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, man, anybody want to call in, man, hit the Discord, you feel me? Anybody want to call in, man, hop in the Discord, you can call in. Like I said, we will be implementing the new rule influenced by Edwin, you know, my guy. Belonga bit an ear. Yeah, he bit, I think it was Angulo, right? And I can't remember his full name, something Angulo. His only highlight is crazy. The man knocked out 16 people in 16 rounds, bro. Put some respect on Berlanga, man. Now, I'm not saying they were quality opponents. It wasn't a qualitative achievement, but it was definitely a quantitative, man. You knock out 60 people in the first round, I got to put a little bit of respect on your name. Just a little respect. At least a little respect. The man's 17th fight was his 17th round of boxing. We got to remember that. But does he deserve this Berlanga fight? No. I mean, Canelo fight? No. But from a ranking standpoint, yes. Yes. I'm a champion of research for the Discord called me. He said I'm a champion of research from the Discord. Call me Haiti. It's crazy. Nah, man. I need the people that are capable of civilized dialogue in the Discord, man. You can't slide out on me. Hold on, bro. Pause, bro. You can't slide out on me. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah. Never mind, bro. You can't exclude yourself. Jesus. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was a Diddy 6000. I ain't gonna lie. That was a no Diddy 6000. That was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Doc, I'll still pop out. Just finish it up. All right, bet. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, I'll pay. After that one, that was crazy. Yo, left hook lazy in the building. I don't blame you, bro. Slide it out like Chris was wild. Yeah. That's talking very crazy, Kendrick. Yeah, that was wild. Hostile wordplay. Yeah. Yeah, that was wild. I ain't gonna lie. It just ain't. It's not safe, bro. I can't say anything, bro. He went to the Diddy estate. bro, what is a dancer? Who said something about dancing? I ain't seen nobody say nothing about Dancing Bear. Who said something about Dancing Bear? You know what that is. Y'all nasty, bro. Who said something about Dancing Bear? Ain't nobody. That's fake news, Smoochie. Ain't nobody say nothing about Dancing Bear. Fake news. Wait, let me see. Did I miss something? Look it up. Hey, yo. Oh, I see it. Used to be Dancing Bear when I was in college to get that. Hey, yo. Used to do Dancing Bear.
What do you mean by that?
Nah, this is gonna be an early stream. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, bro. This is gonna be an early stream, bro. What? Bro, Smoochie, you don't know what that is? God bless you, Smoochie. Yeah, he did. My bad. I apologize, Smoochie. My bad. That was my first ever job. No cap. I went to Penn State. Nah, you wildin'. Nah. So Smoochie, I'm gonna give you. I don't know much about it, but I have seen some before. So Dancing Bear, and I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was fake, but apparently Ty knows. I thought it was fake. What I thought it was they set it up like it was reality, but it was really just porn stars like there. But I don't know. Ty could elaborate. I thought it was fake, but apparently Ty was one. So you have like a Dancing Bear helmet, not a helmet, but it's like a bear mascot head, right? You don't have the full body on, but it'll usually be like a bachelorette party or something. That's what they make it like it's a theme. And then, you know, instead of getting the dude comes in with the bear and dancing and stuff like that, and then instead of like getting the strip tease and the lap dance, they be giving them head and fucking and all that stuff. So yeah, it's like you got to look it up yourself though. I can't show that one on stream. Yeah, Ty Wallen. Yeah, you Wallen. That was a stripper. They ain't just tell the whole story. They ain't just stripping. They ain't definitely not the one that ain't just stripping. It's more than stripping. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all getting nasty. Ain't just stripping. Yeah, no Diddy. Yeah. He talking about it's just stripping. That's fake news. Fake news. They ain't just stripping. And no Diddy. No Diddy. Smoochie said, let me see. Hey, yo.
What?
He said I was stripping. Smoochie said, let me see. Oh, nah. Yeah, I'm about to get off, right? I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this is we talking about. I'm trying to talk about Teofimo calling out Bud and Boots and Brian Norman them, and we talking about who's the best boxing trainer. Y'all talking about stripping and let me see it. Hey, yo. Nah. Y'all wildin', bro. I ain't gonna lie. Completely inappropriate. Shout out to Letsile Tobogo. He returned to Botswana after winning the country's first gold medal. Shout out to him. Shout out to him, man. Big things in Botswana. I'm gonna keep it boxing now. Y'all do your thing, man. Just make sure you don't put it in the general. Make sure you put it in the DMs. I found it funny that people were surprised that Crawford dropped the 147-pound title. I found it pretty obvious he isn't coming back down. Yeah, I don't understand that either. I feel lazy. I mean, that's just people who don't listen, bro. You know, people are the people. No disrespect to anybody in here, but the people that were surprised by that is the people that really believed he was ducking Boots. Like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like he should fight Boots. I'm not saying that he can't fight him. That'd be a good fight. I would love to see it. But the man has adamantly, repeatedly, frequently, habitually stated that if he doesn't get Canelo, obtaining undisputed at the third weight division, the junior middleweight 154, is only 2 or 3 fights away. He said that plenty of times, plethora of times. So anybody who doesn't know that by now, they either A, don't pay attention to boxing as much as they claim they do, or 2, they just think that the fighters just be woofing, and they think that they be capping and lying, or they just don't care what they say, and they're gonna build their own narrative and formulate their own narrative, like a lot of boxing content creators do, you know, which I feel like is disingenuous. That's why I try to operate with, not try, I feel like I execute it. You know, sometimes I make mistakes, but I never make a mistake intentionally trying to manipulate a narrative or tell you lies or feed anybody lies. But sometimes I do make mistakes, but I feel like that's an integrity of, you know, I'm not a journalist, right? I didn't graduate with a journalism degree, but I still feel like as a person, I have the integrity to tell the truth, you know, and I think that's because, you know, like I said, I published papers for like due to my engineering degree, you know, I put journal publications in scientific journals, NASA, Air Force Research Laboratory, stuff like that. So, but the point is that, you know, when I do work and stuff like that, I have to get it validated and has to pass, you know, get stamped by experts in the field, because I'm an expert in the field when you are. So you have to cite your sources, you know, provide citations, and it has to be accurate and dependable work with integrity, you know what I'm saying? And so that's the same guidelines and rule of thumbs that I apply when I do my boxing stuff. That don't mean I won't get stuff wrong, but I will never intentionally misguide or mislead somebody. You know, it's one thing to make a mistake, it's another thing to lie. You know, you won't catch me lying. I'm too grown. You know, but yeah, a lot of boxing channels will manipulate things just to push whatever narrative they're trying to push. And shout out to them. I'm sure a lot of boxing content creators are probably getting incentivized to push a certain agenda. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if some content creators are being paid by certain media outlets or certain boxing promotions. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. Maybe that's a possibility, especially if you're a big channel. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's a possibility. But I'm small in the space, so all the views I provide is me directly reporting what I've read or what I saw or what I heard, or me providing my authentic and genuine opinions. He said, you different like 2 James. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Now, Tyus, Ray J, Wendy Williams, and Adam Adam Schefter. Hey, yo, I'm surprised Savage ain't let her know. Where's Savage at? Wait, what you wait, hold on. What you wait, how would whoa. You see, I don't want to be involved in stuff, but now you involve me, so now I'm curious. Don't elaborate. Just tell me surface level. Why would Savage know that you Why would Savage know about your past life? Never mind. Ain't none of my business. Well, now Boots Boots can go for after the title. Exactly, left hook lazy. Like I said, I've always said that Boots goes for a title at 154, then that would really demonstrate that he wants Bud, right? Because now that would incentivize Bud to fight Boots, because now the Undisputed would go through Boots. But Boots should have enacted or enabled his right to fight Bakram Murtazaliev because he's an IBF champion at 154. But it's too late now because they seemingly finalized a deal between Bakram and Tim Tszyu. So now Bakram and Tim Tszyu are fighting for the IBF. Well, not for it, because Bakram Murtazaliev will be defending his IBF title against Tim Tszyu. So Boots missed that window. If it was ever, I don't know how available it was, number one, but assuming it was available, he said conversations. No, ain't none of my business, bro. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more. Ain't none of my business. You know what I'm talking about? Sounds like, hey, Kendrick. He say conversations. I say it's probably demonstrations. You know what I'm talking about? It was probably conversations and demonstrations. You feel me?
Respect for Serena
But I don't know. I'm mind my business. But yeah, man. So I don't really have much else to talk about, man. If anybody want to join, you feel free. You the real deal, Docs. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Mike. God bless you, bro. Big salute too, brethren. Appreciate you coming through, man, for real. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, though, brethren. That means a lot. When you get respect from your peers, bro, there's not too many higher privileges than that. You know, higher honor than that, rather. Yeah, respect from your peers, man. So I have enough respect to you too, brethren. What's up with Charlo, and what the heck is a reserve champion? Champion in recess? I think it just demonstrates that you're inactive, but they're still keeping you as a placeholder. You know, what I really think about it, I think it's an opportunity for the sanctioning bodies to get even more money. That's what I think. But essentially, you know, left foot lazy. You know, he's just inactive, and they don't want to make him lose his position yet, and I think it's directly related to the amount of money that he could bring in from his name. So that's why it's advantageous for them to keep him in his position despite his inactivity. So yeah, I think he will come back. They're talking about, there's rumblings about him potentially making a comeback, but I do want him to be fully, I'm not questioning his devotion or his commitment to the sport, but I fully in a suitable place, more than suitable, in a great place for him to be able to function at a high level like we're accustomed to seeing him, man. Like, because like mental health is for real, you know. It's just funny that people will afford folks that don't have any history or diagnosis of mental health issues, they afford them that excuse. But the people that actually tell you and admit to you and make themselves vulnerable by telling you, hey man, I'm going to therapy, hey man, I'm going through something right now, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have any sympathy for that. But and I've seen Jermell and Jamal say that, especially Jamal, the big Charlo, you know? So I think that they probably got some stuff to figure out, you know, and hopefully they come back in a proper mental headspace and they could get back to work. But you know, so yeah, he's a champion in recess until he's active again. I like to see Crawford versus Charlo. Me too, bruh. Me too. Crawford and Charlo would be fire. I said fire. I think he need to stay away from the boots. Who needs to stay away from Boots? Rafa or Savage and Ty from the same place? Don't I'm not fielding no questions, Boots. You ain't gonna have me out here snitching. You ain't gonna have me out here caught up. Nope. I don't know nothing. I'm still popping out. Hey, yo. I don't know what that means. What you mean, bro? You still on the stroll? My boy say he active. He active in the stripper streets. Yo, Ty, you off the chain, bro. Yeah, you off the chain, bro. David was surprised both how well he matched up with him. Keep that in mind. Like, I need he think it's stay away for Boots. You talk about Boots and Devin? I don't know. I'm rooting for Devin though, man, to make a bounce back and make a comeback. But I don't know, man. Like I said, we'll see, because he has a hell of a journey, man. He has a lot of questions to answer. He has a lot of demons to overcome. You know, he has a lot of confidence to build back up. But if he is the American dream, like he calls himself, and if he's as good as he says he is, he should be able to accomplish it. But it's not going to be an easy feat. That bounce back journey, you know what I'm saying? That path back to greatness. So we'll see if he could accomplish it. Do I think he can? I think he has the skill to do it. Do I think he will? I don't think so. No, Doc, I'm popping out to the Discord. Oh. Well, I'm going to need you to have some clarity and some specificity, because that just sounded crazy. You can't be talking about stripper, then come out and say you popping out. You still popping out. I don't know what that means. I don't even know if I want you with the Discord. I ain't going to hold you. Is it safe? Make sure your camera off. Oh, yeah, don't turn your camera off, brother, because I'm not going. Our champion recess doesn't make any sense to me. Charlo, before you fought Canelo, was inactive for 2 years without being stripped. Yeah, I agree. You know, Devin Haney's a champion in recess right now. Jermell Charlo's a champion in recess right now. Is there any other champions? Are there any other champions in recess right now? I think those are only two. I'm not sure. Those are only two I could think of at the top of my head. I will say what you think about him moving to 147. Devin Haney, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't mind it, but I don't like it. But like Ty said, maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe I will be surprised on how well he matches up with Boots at 147. I don't see it personally. But hey, you know, I made predictions that have been wrong before. I'm happy and proud of the fact that I'm right a lot more than I'm wrong, but I've been wrong before, of course. So, I mean, hell, I was just wrong about Ryo and Esau Pitbull Cruz, but I was right about Bacoli and Big Baby. But yeah, I was wrong about that. I was technically wrong about Andy Ruiz and Jarrell Big Baby Miller too. It was a draw, but I had Andy Ruiz going into the fight. So I was wrong about Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and I think that Jarrell Big Baby Miller, he was robbed. I think it should have been a win for Jarrell Big Baby Miller, but going into the fight, I had Andy Ruiz. I was wrong about that one too. Yeah, man. He has 4 names that was issued term sheets. The only name I can allegedly say is Paro. I personally believe that Devin Haney, if he's gonna make a comeback, rebound fight, I think he should probably fight like an Adrian Broner, Blair the Flair, Cobbs. I don't think he should fight Sandor Martin. I'm cool with him sidestepping that mandatory when he was his mandatory. 140, like an Arnold Barbosa Jr. I think would be perfect. Arnold Barbosa Jr., but he's fighting Jose Carlos Ramirez, right? So that's not possible right now. I don't think they solidified or finalized the date though. But you know, according to what they're saying, Jose Carlos Ramirez, another Robert Garcia fighter, by the way, is fighting Arnold Barbosa Jr. I think Arnold Barbosa Jr. would be a good fight for Devin Haney. Has a confidence builder, and he's a pretty good, formidable, I should say, contender. I don't have any confidence in Arnold Barbosa Jr. to do anything, make a big splash, but I think he lost his last fight, by the way, too. I think the guy who was his name, Sean McCowan or McComb or something like that, I think he was robbed. I think he was definitely outpointing Barbosa all night. That was on the undercard of Devin Haney's last fight. They said 2 years without with all the belts without defense. Yeah, that's exactly why Tim was waiting so long. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I would have liked to see more movement in 154, but hey, it is what it is, though. You know, it's not his fault that, you know, Tim Tszyu sustained a cut by unintentional elbow from on behalf of Sebastian Fundora either. So sometimes the cookie crumbles like that, unfortunately, man. You know, a lot of things had to transpire for Tim Tszyu to actually lose that Sebastian Fundora fight. So when people believe in fate, you know, you could kind of point towards that. That seemed like a fateful occurrence right there, bro, because I feel like Tim Tszyu was Lemony Snicket, bro. It was a series of unfortunate events for him, right? Because if he would have fought if he would have fought Keith Thurman like it was originally scheduled for, then that elbow probably wouldn't have happened, you know. But then Keith Thurman had to pull out, and then he fights Sebastian Fundora, who got gifted a position because he would have fought Brian Mendoza, because Mendoza was in the real position to replace Keith Thurman, but nobody won. They knew that nobody would be interested in that fight because guess what? Tim Tszyu already beat Brian Mendoza prior to that. So the other person that was ready, boom, next man up is Sebastian Fundora, a guy who hasn't beat, even though Sebastian Fundora was coming off a knockout loss in the 7th round, I believe, to Brian Mendoza, the same guy that Tim Tszyu beat. But once again, that triangular theory is disproven, right, by hook or by crook, because you would think since Tim Tszyu beat Mendoza and Mendoza beat Fundora, that it's a shoo-in that Tim Tszyu beats Fundora. And it probably would have been from the first 2 rounds, like Tim Tszyu was dominating. That's a small sample size, but he had in 2 rounds he had Sebastian Fundora leaking from his nose and leaking from his lip. He had them all type of bloody. But then that malicious elbow, you know, happened, and I mean, I said malicious elbow, accidental head elbow, which was not malicious is what I meant to say. Unintentional elbow, inadvertent elbow came, and it changed the whole momentum of the fight. And Tim Tszyu, he lost. I mean, he still could have lost. You never know, because like I said, it was a small sample size for 2 rounds. But just going off of that and the expectations of the fight, a lot of things would lead towards the result being very different if he didn't sustain the cut. You know, and it is what it is. Shout out to Sebastian Fundora for maximizing his opportunity, capitalizing on his opportunity, and I'm not knocking him for it. You know, but I gotta tell the whole story too, and you know, that's a terrible way for Tim Tszyu, for anybody, to not only lose the 2 belts you have, but also lose your undefeated record. You know, I think that's very tough. And like you said, especially considering that you didn't even lose it to a guy that was expected to beat you. Yeah, that's tough, man. You know, that's tough. Shout out to Tim Tszyu, man. Shout out to Tim Tszyu. Boots will park Devin for good. Yeah, I think so too. Haney, I wanted them to fight since 135 days. They said Isak, but he lost. He may be a fit depending on his choosing to return to 140, possibly on Turks USA versus Mexico card coming up. Yeah, they talking about I saw a video about Devin Haney teasing that, working with Big Turk. I want Haney versus Teo. I'm not mad at that. Oh, you got Haney being Teo? That's what I'm talking about, Kendrick. I lean towards Teo, especially right now. Yeah, Tim was in control of Fundora before the cut. Yeah. Term sheet is a list of terms you issued. But if Devin shows up to box like Karen did, I don't know if Boots can cut the ring off. Like I said, bro, I would love to see that. No disrespect to Boots, but that would be a surprise for your ass. Especially Devin Haney coming back from what he's coming back from to fight Boots with all his expectations and beat him. Oh boy. Oh boy. But chat, man, I'm about to go ahead and call it, bro. Unless somebody about to join, I'm pretty much out of topics. You know, it's gonna be a little short stream today. We did like a 6-hour joint. This is the second stream for the day. Those of you that don't know, you know, we do 2 streams. We got the morning show at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then the evening show at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't mind keep going, but yeah, I'm out of topics. Go check out the video that was dropped earlier today. It was in regards to the Ring Magazine best at 154. They gave the Ring Magazine belt, or #1 position, to Terence Crawford, man. Go check out that video, man. I dropped my list as well in response to it. I think it's a pretty good list, though. You know, a lot of people, we always complain about stuff, but I thought it was a pretty good list, to be fair. But of course, I think my list is a little better. But it's not a bad list, though. Not a bad list at all. Somebody get in the Discord. Oh, she want to keep going? All right, we can keep going. I'm jumping on. All right, I bet we can keep going. I'm jumping on. Hey, yo. This man said, yo, come on. This man said, come on, bro. Somebody get a Discord. Okay, I predict Paro Hitches or Pueblo. Devin outboxes our class to frustrate T.O. Hey, I hope so. I hope so. But like I said, I got T.O. I definitely could see a path of victory. So when I say I got somebody, I'm not saying that it's impossible for the other person to win. I just think that, you know, I can see a potential path of victory for Devin Haney, but I think T.O. wins. But I wouldn't mind being wrong in that one. On that one, definitely wouldn't mind being wrong. Yeah, you wildin', but I ain't. No Diddy. Chat, we are almost at 1,600 subscribers, man. We have 1,580 subscribers. You can see it at the top of the screen, man. Please like, share, and tell people about the, like, share, and promote the video, man. All the videos and the channel and stuff like that, man. So hopefully we get to 1,600 soon, man. 20 more subscribers, we get the big 1,600. Trying to get, think we can get 2,000 by the end of the year? I think so, man. I think we get 2,000. What's that? 4 months. You get 420 more members in 4 months. That's 100. That's 100 more members per month. Average. I think we could do it, man. Doc, I predicted one of the people Haney might fight. Let's get right. That Smoochie demonstrated her boxing savvy. The fact that she's an aficionado, put some respect on the queens, man. We need more queens in sports. You know what I'm saying? In any capacity, from a participant, from an observer, from a fan standpoint. I love that, man. No disrespect to my fellas. You know what I'm saying? Got love for the kings too, but I definitely love the queens when they be engaged in the sports, man. It just makes it. Who don't want women around? And I'm not even talking about from a sexuality standpoint. Even if whether you're heterosexual, homosexual, or bisexual, or otherwise, it's just women just make things better for me. I don't know about y'all. So shout out to Smoochie. You know what I'm saying? They make things look better, make things smell better. Most of them. Yeah, man. Hey, yo.
What?
They make things feel better, Make things more attractive, you feel me? So what's next for Blair the Corn? That's crazy. Blair the Flair. Woo! Cobbs. Put some respect on Blair Cobbs. He gonna be hitting the bachata on that 140-pound arm sleep. I'm in the Discord bet. Bodega tie. What it do?
Hold on, let me fix my shit.
Alright. So what's next for Blair the Flair Cobbs? I don't know, man. He definitely deserves a good fight because just beat knocked old ruthless, toothless, right? Not Broner tooth out. I like Blair though. He does seem a little corny. I ain't gonna lie, but he growing on.
Who mentioned Blair?
Nah.
Who mentioned Blair?
Left hook lazy. Shout out to Jeff Left Hook Lacey. You got to be old school boxing fan to know that Left Hook Lazy is paying homage and paying respect to Jeff Left Hook Lacey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Blair the Flair with who?
I don't know. That's what he asked. He said, "What's next for him?" That was precisely his question.
With Blair right now, he's looking for a promotion to pick him up.
Kendrick says Blair versus Pitbull. Oh my goodness.
Nah, I wouldn't do that to Pitbull.
Shoot. That's why I would do it to Pitbull. I think that's a good. Hey, Blair might win. You never know.
That's too much of a size disparity for him.
True. Blair versus Rollies.
With me.
Huh?
That's why you trying to put him in there with me.
Yeah, Rolly has a fight already before though. Rolly's fighting on the Canelo card against Jaime something. I can't remember his name. But I would like that fight though. Rolly versus Blair the Flair Cobbs. That'd be a funny build up too.
All right, then I gotta get my little drink. Iced tea, of course.
Hey, iced tea, sugar honey iced tea.
Ironically, I'm grabbing the iced tea and you was just talking about Blair the Flair.
Hey. That's right. He is with, yeah, his last, he's not with Don King officially? Because, yeah, he just had the.
Nah,
Oh, he's not? Oh, okay.
that was just
That was just a one fight thing?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
He
Buffet. Yeah.
was.
But I like that
Alright,
fight though, Buffet.
Golden
Nah, that's a
Boy,
good. That's a
though.
good suggestion, bro. I think that's a great proposal. Rolly and Blair. I think that I love that fight. But yeah, he's just occupied right now.
I'm not sure what he got going on with his promoter because he was tied to Golden Boy.
Who? Blair Cobbs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. That's a good. That would be a good look.
Now, I don't know what happened after the Rocha fight, but I thought he was still with them, and then I see him out there with AB.
Okay, true. Alexis Rocha put them paws to him. What about the old man? You talking about Ismael Barroso? I mean, I don't know. Doesn't he have a fight coming? I thought I read he has a fight coming up. I think Ismael Barroso may be occupied too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look it up. I think I read that he has a fight coming up, bro. Yeah, he does. He's occupied too. He's fighting Andy Hirooka. And he's fighting, apparently it's in Japan, so he's fighting a Japanese fighter, I'm assuming. That's why I said Japan. Yeah, Japanese fighter, Andy Hirooka. Oh, that's messed up. I mean, he could win, but seems like they might be feeding Ismael Barroso to somebody. But he undefeated heavy hitter, man. 23-0, 18 KOs. So a pretty big puncher. 78% KO percentage. Southpaw.
You say Hiroka?
Yeah.
That's a fight to look at.
Yeah. 5'11" and a half.
Barroso comes in here with the power of the ancestors. It's gonna be a firefight.
He coming on, you know what I'm saying, channeling the homies, the spirits from the ancestral plane. That's crazy. Never heard of Rolly's opponent before. Has anyone seen him fight? Yeah, Jaime's. I think I seen him fight one time in a loss. I believe so. Don't quote me. I'm not too familiar with him though.
I think that was a good selection for Rolly. That's a light touch.
Yeah, Emmanuel Jaime's, yeah.
One of the dudes that I be seeing at the gym fought him recently.
The Emmanuel Jaime's guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So Danny dropped down to 65.
When is the fight again? September 14th? So you got about a month?
Yeah.
A month to drop, 8 more pounds? It was 157 catchweight, right? Which I think is... That joke better not be for no title, bro.
It should be. It's for
Yeah, Arizlandes.
Laura's belt.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying it shouldn't be. Go 160-pound title and you're not fighting at 160. At least 160. Like, what are we doing, man?
Hold up, Doc. Come on, man.
What I do, bro?
Your boy Canelo, right?
Yeah, but he be... What was the last time he did that? Come on, man.
I mean, ain't this the man that fought Bernard for his belt and made him come to 155 with a catchweight? I mean, with the rehydration on top of that for his belt at 60?
That was... Come on, man. How long ago was that, bro?
Oh, never mind. Wrong person.
Oh, you said Bernard. I just peeped. You said Bernard. You talking about Oscar?
Yeah, Oscar.
Sella, yeah. I just realized what you said. That you said Bernard. Yeah, Oscar.
Damn it, I can't think of what's the name of the dude Canelo did it to.
I don't remember, but he definitely fought at. No, you're right. He definitely fought at a lot of catchweights now. You know what I'm saying? Prior to fully committed to 154 and stuff like that. Like, so you're definitely right in that.
But then
right
again, that's Oscar's game plan.
You're right. Yeah, you're definitely not wrong. He fought. I believe he fought. Was it? Let me look it up. Yeah, I was gonna say Amir Khan. Yeah, he fought Amir Khan at 155. He fought.
I want to say he had like 3 fights in a row. Beat all on Khan. It was somebody else. Never mind.
Yeah. Nah, but I mean, I feel you though. But I just feel like that's a different point. Like these, both Danny Garcia and Arizlandi Lara, they both older, especially Lara, what, 42, 41? It's like, bro, you
Laura
gonna
is Cuban, so we might not even know if he's actually
facts. He might be
that listed
55.
age.
Exactly. Which I know he ain't 55. I'm joking, but
Because Frank Chance has been 29 for the last 5 years.
man, Luis Ortiz was
You can just believe it.
was 38 for daggone 5 years too. Luis King Kong Ortiz might be 62 right now.
Shit, he stayed young because he used that juice.
That's true too.
But my man Wilder knocked all that juice out of him.
Yeah, Wilder definitely beat him on that Austrian pack. I'll be right back. Let me go grab ice cream. Hold it down, please.
All right, let me see what the chat talking about. I gotta pull it up. I'm on my phone. On the trap phone. Yeah. Eric Hunter. Smooch, you said, do I know Eric Hunter? No, I don't think so. I know he's not related to the Hunter brothers. Left hook lazy, yeah, that is going to be an exciting one. I actually got to see Danny a couple of times when he started camp. Like, when I first seen him, I was a little skeptical because my man is walking around at like 190 and some change. But he having a good camp right now. I don't know how he's shutting off the pounds, but he getting it done.
Yep.
Who else said something? Never heard of Rolly's opponent. Yeah.
Manuel Jaimes. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with him either.
I actually would like to see Barroso fight Blair, but
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I don't know
fight.
if Blair can make 40.
Oh, true. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, 147. Yeah, facts.
And like the way his body frame works and his diet, I don't think he come down to that. Look, don't put that on my guy. I still have to. Come on, they still slide me checks on the low. I gotta go to that gym. Don't put the Ozempic on my boy.
Who on Ozempic, bro?
Kendrick gonna say Danny on that Ozempic.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't say the Ozempic, but it's something around her. It ain't the snack pack, but it's something.
That's a shame. 190. That's great. Danny versus Laura. I'm excited about it too. Yep. But it would be skeleton one for yeah, true.
Shit. He'd be looking like Ice-T from the Colors video. Oh yeah, Smoochie. You had two of those names right. One of them names said he don't want his name publicly tied to him,
Why?
even though he keeps saying his name, which is wild.
Hmm.
I don't want to flat out say his name, but Doc,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it in these terms.
Mm-hmm.
He on Matchroom.
Uh-huh.
Some people say he ducked a man because he didn't want to wait for the IBF.
Oh, I already know. Say no more.
And now he about to get fed to the nigga that beat him.
Yeah, say no more. Look at Smoochie. Look at
I
Smoochie.
find it funny, like how people switch up once they actually receive a term sheet
Right.
and that stuff show up in front of you in the black and white. It's like, all right, all that woofing
Yep.
just disappears.
Yep.
it's funny how people talk about how Devin, he got a weak chin, he fooled this and that and third, but how come nobody ever just accept the terms, or at least negotiate something?
Negotiate, right?
Especially if he got the history of everybody that has fought him, literally got their highest purse with the
I didn't know that.
with the exception of Ryan, because it was about even.
True, because he fought Tank. True.
He got the same. He basically got the same back end that he got from Tank.
Well, actually, now that you say that, it does make sense, actually, because Devin and Loma is big. Devin and Regis, it's probably Regis' biggest, and then Cambosis. Yeah, I can see that.
It's crazy to think Loma ain't make that type of money fighting anybody else before Devin.
Right.
It makes you really think what Bob is actually doing over there.
Right. I got a feeling Danny's gonna catch hell against Lara. Yeah, I have a feeling that I had that same feeling. We're gonna see though. I'm excited for that whole card. The fight that I want to see, the fighter I want to see the most. Y'all know I like Cinnamon, but I'm most anticipating seeing Caleb Plant. See how he looks.
Oh, Smoochie. I only said Faro because he openly spoke on it. Two of those dudes that's on that list that you listed, right? Like they people is not like, they don't want that out there for whatever reason.
So what you said? What kind of ice cream I got? It's Cold Stone. I got it yesterday. I forgot about it, so I'm enjoying it now. I don't even remember what flavor. I know it's cake batter and something else. Cake batter with brownie and I want to say cookie dough. I don't remember. I just know cake batter for sure and brownie chunks and something else. Oh, cake batter and cheesecake. She gave me the good scoop. You heard me? You can see, you can't really tell me the towel, but I mean the camera, but it was my cup runneth over with ice cream. Shout out to the scooper. She was scooping.
You got the ice cream, my G?
Yes, sirski.
Yeah. Well, the address what Kendrick said, he did fight somebody popular. When he fought Linares, that's the person that actually filled out the gate.
Jorge Linares. Said, cake batter. You like cake batter, Cold Stone? So facts, Kendrick. So we said, I'll share it with you, Smoochie, but I'm talking about you in Connecticut, cuzzy.
Say, now I want to get me some ice cream. I need a Snickers one.
Got to. Oh, a Snickers be busting.
But I gotta watch my weight.
Tighten up.
I gotta stay around like in between 55 and 60 for some side work.
All right. I'm talking about you want ice cream, bro. Tighten up.
Man, I'll be hungry.
I feel that.
I got one of those body type. All it takes is for me to eat one cookie, and I'm like, damn, 175. I can't eat nothing. I can't lift up no weights.
That's all right, bro. Just do your side hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit them streets. Put on that dancing bear. Go burn that.
Yeah, I haven't done that in years, bro.
I'm messing with you, bro. I'm joking, bro.
Nah, it paid though.
I know. You know how I know, bro? I mean, I don't know about the dancing bear specifically, but I had a homeboy. I used to work at Taco Bell, like my third year in college, or second year. And my homeboy, coworker, tried to convince me to strip at a what's it called? Bachelorette parties.
You should have.
No, hell no, bro. I ain't going.
You gotta think about it. Women ain't cheap.
That's true.
Like us as men, we go in there, we throw dollars.
That's true. They be throwing 5s, 10s, 15, 20,
Woman gonna
35,
feed you,
40.
Put some 20s on the lap.
No, I'm not sure.
And give you a little something on the side.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's gonna end up on YouTube. Or not the other tube. You know what I'm talking about? I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
going.
yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going.
Hold up, I be doing what? I
I ain't knocking it though.
don't know what Smoochie talking about.
So what you say? You never had Cold Stone, really? Oh wow. And Bride's cookies. Hey, that's good too though.
Now I
Kendrick
feel like
asked,
I'm
"Is he as
being
big as?"
teased.
Kendrick asked, "True, but is he as big as Tank or Haney at the time?" He's
Who?
talking to you. I don't know. I was hoping you knew.
Is he biggest Haney? Who you talking about?
Left Hook said, "I'm headed to the store for that." Hey, let's get right. I'm glad I can influence your life. I don't think you could be mad and eat ice cream. Well, I guess I take that back. I guess you can.
Oh, Linares.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Linares is closer to Haney status at that time, per se. Like, depending on like how you want to dice it, because Linares had that international play.
Yeah, and he was a champion too. I can't forget that. I'm not
Because you
saying
gotta
all
think when
champions
you
are
talking
popular,
about
but
when you talking about dudes that aren't on pay per view, it's all about the gate. Who putting asses in seats?
Smoochie talking about
That's
speaking.
why you see on some of these cards, a lot of them try to like a smart promoter is gonna put them local guys or people from that market.
Yep. Like they had Andy Ruiz on the LA card. He said,
Yeah.
Smoochie said, Ty be doing Ty boat. Said, I'll be throwing Usher book. That's crazy. Smoochie might be a freak, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Tighten up,
Ty
Smoochie.
Bo.
Yes, he
Oh,
said Ty be
Taylor.
doing Ty boat. What's the dude? Remember the black dude with the bald head?
Yeah, Billy Blanks.
Billy Blake. Thank you. Yeah,
Cool
that's
dude.
it. So Ty be
Now
looking
his
like
son
Billy Blake.
takes over the business.
Huh?
Now his son took over the business.
Oh, really? That's dope. Hey, big salute to Billy Blanks, man. Living the American dream. You start a business and then your son inherits it. That's or your kids, whether your son or daughter, whatever, keep it in the family. Shout out to him.
But his son is more on
CrossFit.
that Gene Simmons tip.
Ah,
Hold up. That Gene Simmons type of exercise. Pause. I didn't mean to say tip like that.
hey yo, come. What are we doing, man? When you see Gene Simmons, you talking about rest in peace, Richard Simmons, right?
RP to the GOAT.
Yeah.
Had my uncle up in the house with his little videotape, had his headband on, like it was the 70s.
Shout out to Richard Simmons,
you know,
man. I never seen that man not
Mark.
smiling, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Richard Simmons, man. We got to live our life more like Richard Simmons. Not saying what he does or whatever. I'm just saying, just smile, bro. No matter what you're going through, smiling is gonna make it a little bit better. Being upset gonna make it a little bit worse. Try to smile. Rest in peace, Richard
So,
Simmons.
Doc,
Yes, sir.
what steps do you think Tio will have to do to beat Devin?
Ooh.
How does he do it?
Right now or right now, I'm
They
not gonna
fought
lie. I
right
think
now.
everybody just tries to put pressure on him, man, and tries to check that chin. But before, I thought he was gonna have to play like a more strategic game and try to wear him out and just stay active and stay busy and overwhelm him in the later rounds. But now I feel like he's just gonna blitz him, bro. But I don't know if that'll work either. You know, I'm not certain.
I could think of a good plan for him,
Yeah, what you think?
but the likeliness of him actually doing that is very slim because of who his dad is. Tio
Teofimo.
gonna have to dig in his bag and bring back Gordo, come out boxing and use that jab.
True.
And even then, I'm not confident in him outboxing him.
My bad, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I'm listening, bro. I just saw what Kendrick said, bro. Kendrick said, "Fire if he not."
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Proceed, bro. I can't have it. I can't, bro.
The best way Tio can beat Devin, he will have to get in his head and get him to come forward.
You think he could do that?
Somehow goat him into being the aggressor.
Right. You think he
So
could do? I don't
Tio
know.
can get off his counter punching and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I don't
If
know
he
if
can't
Tio,
do that, he's cooked.
yeah, because I don't know if Tio can play a mental game. To be honest. Now, I'm not gonna say he can't. I haven't seen it done in a little while.
Because Devin has enough athleticism to pivot and move with him. And if it gets into a straight up boxing match, because Tio has short arms and doesn't fare well with guys that's lengthier than him or straight up boxers,
Right.
when you put somebody on that master class like Devin is,
Right.
you allow him to do what he does best, he's going to get picked apart. That's going to be a UD.
UD. Now Udonis Haslam, my fellow Floridians. Unanimous decision.
But I feel like he got a better chance with B. Norman.
Teofimo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though Brian Norman Jr. exudes some of the similar traits that Devin has, Tio has experience on his side.
Facts.
He's just going to have to block out whatever goofy stuff his dad is saying. Because Brian will step to him.
Yeah.
He just got to make sure he don't get stepped on because I seen that Claggett fight. Rewatching that,
Terrible.
it's not as bad as I thought it was.
Okay.
Because I can convincingly say, yeah, he won that fight.
Yeah, I think he won. Don't get me wrong. I have no question he won.
But it was the mistakes he was making where I see somebody like that's an actual boxer trying to do that or a boxer puncher. In Brian Norman's case, if he comes in there like that, he will get stopped.
Word. Who's that? Said, not at all. I'm vanilla. Borderline prude. My girlfriend, not my girlfriend, but one of my girlfriends in the past.
Doc got a girl?
Nah. One of my girls in the past. She used to call me a prude. You're such a prude. I'll just be locked in. I'll be focused on other stuff. I'll be doing nothing crazy. So I feel you on that, Smoochie.
Hey, Doc, you think
Yes, sir.
Pitbull returning to 40 or he going back down?
I think he returns if he gets that immediate rematch, which Robert Garcia said that they're willing to do it. I don't know if he does it immediately, but if he doesn't do an immediate rematch, yeah, I foresee that he's going to go back to 135.
I actually like Ryo with Robert Garcia.
Me too.
I feel like he wasn't getting enough attention at Jose's gym.
Yeah, Jose Benavidez Senior.
Yeah, he picked up too many fighters.
Yeah,
he don't have enough guys on his staff.
I agree. Oh shit! Shoot.
I mean, that's the problem that was happening at Derek James' gym.
I agree.
And it's only him in there.
Right. Robert Garcia got some people he's been rocking with for a long time, and I know Derek James and some others are former fighters too, but I think Robert Garcia came with some of his team from before as well.
Damn, $9 for a carton of eggs? Shit.
You got the brown eggs or the white eggs? Where's Clone? I know he loves to hear you eating up.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's a pause. Hey, yo. That's number one, but number two.
What?
My bad if I was smacking. I apologize, y'all. But yeah, you wild, Smoochie. That's a pause.
That's some wild implications.
Clone do, bro. She's right, man. Clone be acting like There you go, smacking the mic again. Shut up, bro.
I got an invite to Vegas in October.
Oh yeah, what's going on in Vegas in
Yeah.
October? A fight or something, or just recreation type stuff?
Somebody starting camp. They need some
Okay.
southpaws up there.
Oh, that's what's up, man. You gonna go, or you still thinking about it?
I gotta see what my PTO look like.
True. You're aggravated. Oh man,
But the fee they offering look nice.
that's dope.
The only bad part is the person that's there. I ain't trying to get beat the fuck up.
I feel that. Yeah, because they gonna get a lot more than you, so make sure they pay you handsomely.
Yeah.
Get that paper, brother.
I'm curious to see how Stephen Fulton looks next
Me
month.
too.
Because I mean he's looking better in sparring right now.
Uh-huh.
But after seeing what Andy was doing to him, that's why I was so confident in like him getting a stoppage in his fight.
Mhm.
Because I don't know if it's Andy's skill level or Inoue really took something out of him. Because the way I seen him get put down a couple weeks ago, it was like, God damn.
He said the way I seen him get put down a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He said,
Andy was on some,
damn.
like, Andy was on some stuff in the gym.
I'm sorry.
I even seen him go 4 rounds with boots and was in there putting shit on him. That's why I was sitting here like, yo, he putting Buddy out of here. If he stay focused instead of playing around,
yeah,
he trashing dudes.
right.
He got that accumulation power. He not a one-punch guy, but it's like he target areas by that 4th or 5th round. You can't move your legs.
Right. Wear you
with your
down type
arm.
stuff.
Shit, he hit me with some shit.
Right.
I had a damn hematoma on my bicep.
Who was it you said? Fulton?
Huh?
You said it was Fulton?
Nah,
Oh.
Andy Cruz.
Oh. How you feel about Andy Cruz's performance against Antonio Moran? I don't think I ever asked you that.
I told you I was disappointed because
Yeah.
he almost had me out here looking like I was capping for him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did talk about
That's
that.
why I
My
had to
fault.
step to him like, yo, bro, what the fuck was you doing in there? He was like, I had to make it entertaining for the guys.
Man, well, yeah, right.
I'm like, nah, he was on your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Antonio Moran was on your head top. Stop playing.
But
That's
I
a lie.
respect him though. As soon as I said that, he said, "Oh, Slicky boy, you want to go?" Man, I got my shit in the car.
Right. Don't get mad at me, man. I'm just telling you the truth, man. He hasn't fought since Inoue. Nah, he hasn't. Caleb Plant hasn't fought since Benavidez. Fulton hasn't fought since Inoue. Got the white eggs. I be getting the brown eggs. It would be a little more expensive. That's why I was saying maybe you got the brown eggs. Kind of the brown eggs a little more expensive, but you got the white joints. Hit you on your head top for the $9, man. Remember there was an egg shortage? I don't know. I think it was a nationwide egg shortage not too long ago.
There was no egg shortage. That's the farmers trying to get their value.
Nah, I'm talking about like. Well, yeah. That too, yeah. But it was like not recently though. It was last year sometime, or maybe early this year. That was crazy. You know, it's funny too. Like whenever it's like on Chick-fil-A, like on Sunday, that's when you want Chick-fil-A when it ain't open. I don't really eat eggs like that, but when that was going on, but I want some gosh dang eggs, ain't it? Human nature, bro.
I don't know. Exclusivity makes you want something a little bit more.
Right.
It's just like that badge you nobody got. You gotta have it.
Right. I got a guy next
So that's
door
why
getting
you
me
got
fresh
gas.
eggs. That's why you got hey yo. Oh, Bruce said he got the fresh eggs. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's a blessing, man. Remember they said it
I
was
think
a
Bruce
wing
was talking about a
shortage, but
different type of gas.
yeah, Smoochie be wilder. Remember they said it was a wing shortage but no leg shortage. Oh, that's true. That's true. They was killing wingless chickens. You ain't lying about that, brethren.
Hey, left hook lazy.
Left hook lazy.
He might have a good return.
Who you talking about?
Because he in the gym with a different type of focus.
Who?
Devin.
Oh. Ah, yes.
And he paying good money on who he bringing in. I think that's the reason why Hitchison don't want no smoke. Because he done pieced up a couple of his boys already.
Yeah, but Richardson was talking about he want Devin not too long ago too, so flipped on that one.
Oh shit, I wasn't supposed. Anyways, I might as well just say it anyway.
Chat. We ain't say nothing.
He was woofing all on the net in every video saying his name or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes me mad, like with guys like that.
Yeah.
You finally got a term sheet or whatever, and you know the money's good because it's being co-signed by the Turk.
Big Turk.
So you telling me you denying the turkey payday?
I feel that. That's crazy.
Turk's given?
Right. It's good news though. It seems like Tim Zoo's getting that stuff situated. I saw a little interview with him saying that he's trying to get his team together and see what's going on with him in Turkey. So hopefully they get it right. He said
It's not really Tim Zoo though.
yeah, it's his team. That's what I said.
It's the people that handle him.
Right.
I mean, in a way, in the same situation, it's not like the turkey can actually talk directly to him.
Right. So I'm talking about like his team.
The turkey's beef is he don't want to talk to your promoter. He don't like talking to that. He don't like the middleman. Have you ever noticed before, like he started Riyadh season, he'd call you out there for a visit and do business directly to you.
Who that?
That's why Al Heyman had a problem with him before.
I feel you on that.
Now you see Deontay Wilder on DAZN, a place most people thought he would never go.
Yep. When with Matchroom, I said, hey.
He don't even like Eddie.
That money talk. Bush walk. Do something strange for a little piece of change. You know how that go. When that money hit the wall, all the bitches fall.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how the PBC deal with Amazon goes because they gave them a limited number of dates.
Right.
So I'm looking at this like it's only so many times Tank can say no to the Turk before he be over there
Facts.
with his 2 Ferraris.
Right. All right. Have a good night, Smoochie. I appreciate you coming through. I'm right behind you anyway, so I'm not going to be on too long. I didn't really get too much sleep last night. I know we didn't get off to like 2-something and thinking of ideas for next video, all that good stuff. So I'm waking up again at whatever time I woke up, 6:30, whatever. I don't sleep much.
Shit, Wilder better be about that money. You see how many kids he got?
No, he got a lot of kids? I ain't know that.
Yeah.
I knew he had some. I didn't know he had a lot.
I'm trying to think.
Like 4 or 5 or more?
I think it's either he got the same amount as Bud or one less. He got either 6 or 7.
You got him a squad.
Don't quote me. I think he's one shy of Bud.
Okay, so he at
So
least got
6.
him a starting 5 and a 6-man coming
Yeah.
off the bench.
Shit, he got come up with some bread because Telly leaving him.
That's tough.
Shit. Big Baby warned him about her.
Yeah, and I saw people making reports about, you know, he lost and she left and all this other. It's not funny, but people just be. I'm not saying they wrong, you know. I don't know, but people be talking, boy, ready to talk about anything, boy.
Shit, the same happened to Tio.
Oh, I didn't know Tio got divorced from his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Or maybe I did. I probably just, you know, sometimes I hear stuff.
His
in
was
one
more
ear,
like
out the other.
family issues or whatever.
Yeah. I remember Ryan Garcia and his wife were going through that stuff, and so I remember that one. I don't really remember the TEOFIMO one.
Tio, dad, his mom ain't like the girl he chose because for whatever reason, I guess they didn't like the fact that she was a stewardess, and they kept on trying to call her a gold digger. That's the reason why they have a back and forth.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, hey, but she ain't messing with no broke, hey.
That's why he was out there crying that he can't see his son or whatever. It wasn't because.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah. Okay, yep. Yeah,
He
that
just
right.
didn't want his parents around her child.
Right. That's tough though. Shout out to everybody having relationship troubles with, especially with a kid involved. That's tough.
Was very suspicious.
I don't know what kid you talking about, bro. I think you talking about when she left him after he lost Deontay Wilder, I think.
Oh yeah, that was wild. But he was out there getting caught with the geisha girls and shit.
He was out there with the geishas?
Yeah, out there with freaky old Malik. That's who got him in trouble.
Hey.
I give him his credit. Malik stayed with a badge on.
Hey. Man, mess with
Bagged
that.
old girl from that network.
Huh?
He bagged old girl from the network.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was just talking about that when I was talking about him and Chris Mannix. Chris Mannix got Sidney S. Estrada, and he got Abdu, something Abdu, Kate Abdu or something like that. Something, I don't remember. Abdo, thank you. Yep, that's it. Yeah, she pretty though. She definitely pretty.
I mean, Wilder should have known old girls from the streets, Kendrick.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. It says she do what she signed up for, man. That's the thing about, shout out to those celebrities and shout out to anybody, you know, in a relationship, man. Relationships are tough, but especially when you're affluent or any type of wealthy, it's always hard to determine people's intentions, man. It's hard. I could only imagine. You know, I don't know. I can only imagine, but so it's already hard to know somebody of true intentions when you know what I'm saying. When they know that you got something that they want, you're like, dang, do you really want to be with me or you want to be with my bank account? He said, facts, he's a clown too.
That's why I tell Jones, I'm broke.
Facts. Or let him find out.
That's not my car.
All right. Well, shoot, man, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. I'm gonna try to clean up and get ready for the show tomorrow and try to sleep a little early tonight, man. So I appreciate you coming through, but yeah, work right now. You finna get off?
Oh, I'm at work, but I'm done. I'm at the home case.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, shoot,
Oh
man.
yeah, when you get some time, look into the Paro situation.
It's in the Amparo?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, hit me on the Discord, bro. Let me know what you're talking about. Is there anything specific or just him in general?
He might be working with the Turk.
Hey.
It's funny because him and Cambosis is the only ones in Australia that's technically not held by the Australian government.
Mm. Yeah, that'd be a good move, man. I like to see some action from Liam Paul for sure. I like him.
I think it's weird how they get a piece of all sports out of that country.
Yeah, different governments, man.
That's partly due to why Cambosis and Loma didn't do well.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
It was acting shady with the venue. The place he originally wanted, they couldn't get. And Bob was like, man, fuck it. Y'all do what y'all want.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think we're gonna be able to go.
Do what y'all want, man. Gotta lock in.
I think it was stupid for him to agree to only receive the pay-per-view sales and not get a guarantee.
Who is that? Cambosis or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cambosis' purse was strictly paid through the pay-per-view sales and a percentage of the gate. Loma had a guarantee and the rest of the gate.
Left Foot said, I got a shopping cart full of stuff. Thanks, Doc. Hey, no problem, Left Foot, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Don't forget to like the video, please. I always claim I'm broke. I don't blame you. Australia is a totalitarian state, low-key. Yeah. But shoot, man. I'm gonna look into that Liam Paul stuff, man. I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. What'd you say, bro?
Oh, I was just saying something to Kendrick. Shady stuff out there.
Yeah, facts. Former penal colony, man. You know how that go. But shoot, man. Appreciate you, Ty.
All right, gang.
Yeah, man. God bless you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night. Chat, yes, sir. I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. Appreciate y'all rocking me as always, man. Thank you for everybody coming through. Shout out to Ty for hopping in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my boy Ty for joining the chat, man. More people need to join the chat. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're capable of having a good dialogue, man, on the support side, man. Shout out to my boy Dub for the $2 super chat. Shout out to my boy Karate for the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with me. Once again, those of you unfamiliar with the stream, man, we drop videos every single day. Yes, every single day. As long as God blesses me to see another day, He blessed me to drop another video. And of course, we go live Monday through Friday twice. The morning show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and the evening show at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you missed the late show, catch the morning show. If you missed the morning show, catch the late show. You heard, man? So yeah, I appreciate y'all rocking me as always, man. Y'all remember, don't forget to like the video. But most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.